Woo! Fam, here's what I did. I decided I was watching the Charger-Raider game, and I said, you know what? While the Raiders are preoccupied with this game, let me get on over here and let's talk and get on out of here before they come on over talking trash. Although, since the Raiders may be getting the butt beat, maybe we're safe. They ain't got nothing to talk about. Everybody's not as shameful as Patrick Mahomes, my homeboy. Well, you know what? It's always better to talk about the game next day because now you can see the game and put it in clearer perspective. I was like totally bummed out. I said, man, you know what? This is like, I was sitting there, I'm entertaining thoughts of, man, you know what? I am giving up on this season, man. Now we got to go play the Cardinals, the team I already told everybody was going to beat everybody's butt. So, I'm getting over that too, because that's not necessarily the case. You see, here's the thing. The 49ers have lost the teams they were supposed to win to. So it only figure that they'll win the games they're not supposed to win. I mean, this is just the way things go, So next week, yeah, we'll win. I know you're looking at me, Ronbo, man. You know you ain't serious. I am serious. But at any rate, my God, another missed opportunity. The Niners lost to the Hawks, continues the losing slide for the San Francisco team now, making them 2-2 in this brutal NFC West. Not a good time to lose, Niners. These games you were supposed to win, you should have won. It's going to come back to bite you in the butt in about 4 or 5 weeks. I just know it. Both losses were winnable, both of them. There was no reason for us to give up and lose to Green Bay. I don't care what anybody says. Should have won that game. Damn right should have won it. The 49ers have become their own biggest foe through the first 4 weeks of this 2021 season. If the Niners would get out of their own way, they'd probably win some games. Tonight we'll go to the phones for your take on the Niners versus Hawks after a quick recap of some of the self-inflicted pain the Niners have put upon themselves as they head into Week 5. But hey, how about some good news first, though? Because this is what Deebo notched his third straight 100-yard game versus the Hawks. I'm talking about 156 yards, not just 101 or 2 or 20, 156 yards. Deebo has been on a roll to open his third season in the NFL, fam. Heading into Week 4, Deebo was second in the league in receiving yards, and through the afternoon's slate of games yesterday, Deebo appears to remain among the top leading receivers in the NFL. You go, Deebo! Yes! Per Jeffrey Deaney of PFF, Niners quarterbacks have a 130.1 passer rating when targeting Deebo this season. More perspective on Deebo's career is currently trending as well. He's recorded 112 yards in Week 9 of 2019 and 102 in the season finale. Deebo was inactive in both meetings in 2020 against the Hawks, of course, but Deebo now has 490 yards on the season and 3 scores. He has registered the second most receiving yards in Week 4, trailing only KC's Tyreek Hill with 186 yards. His 490 receiving yards this season are the second most through 4 games in 49ers history, behind only Jerry Rice in 1995. Jerry had 522. This is per ESPN stats and Denver. As it stands, Deebo currently leads the NFL in receiving yards through 4 weeks. And yes, he is the Niners' WR1. Deebo, that's you. There's no longer an argument, no longer a conversation. Come on, Ayuk. Here's the thing. Kyle Shanahan spoke with reporters today with via conference call and had some good news when it comes to injuries, though. To offensive tackle Trent Williams. He did suffer a shoulder injury, but is only considered day-to-day. I thought the way he's walking off the field, oh, here we go. We can't get out a week without getting somebody that's going to be taken out for God knows how long. He may be back. It's considered day-to-day, and he may not miss any time. Surprisingly, another player who may be available for Sunday's game against the Cardinals, much to a lot of people's chagrin, except for G's mama and me. Jimmy G, who suffered a calf contusion during the 28-21 loss to the Hawks, he will be reevaluated over the next couple of days. I know people are. I know. Oh, God. No, Jimmy. Get him out of here. But, he's getting paid to play. He cannot be sitting down. Honestly, let me go over this real. What went wrong in week 4, should I say, lost to the Hawks? When you look at the stat sheet, the Niners appeared to have dominated the matchup against the Hawks. The Niners posted a season-high 457 total net yards to Seattle's 234 puny yards. Ran 72 offensive plays. Seattle ran 54. Averaged 6.3 yards per play. Seattle 4.3. And led the time of possession in the contest, 31 minutes and 40 seconds to Seattle's 28-20. This is normally how the 49ers win. But it's Seattle, right? No matter what we play that team, freaky things happen. This makes no sense by the numbers. Makes none. But mistakes are what cost the Niners the 28-21 loss. And also that hot start, it was smoking. Beyond an offensive holding penalty, Niners couldn't have gotten off to a better start on opening drive. That was the best opening start they've had all year long. Against the Lions, but this one was Jimmy G opened the game a perfect 6 for 70 yards and a toss to Ross Dwelly. All of a sudden thinking, oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Now that's what y'all supposed to look like. Crisp, clean, no mistakes. Everybody catching the ball. Routes being ran perfectly. Touchdown, Niners. I said, we got this, and this could be a route. Wrong. Coincidentally, following the Dwelly score, the Niners have now scored 12 touchdowns recorded by 12 different Niners. But what happened after the opening drive? G came off saying later on, yeah, after that opening drive, I felt that pain in my calf. G, you got to stop, man. I don't know what you got to do. Maybe wrap your legs up in tape or something. But G comes off talking about my leg is hurt. And this is what everybody says. He can't stay on the field. Now, I'm not going to join the Jimmy Haters Club, but they're right. I will admit, that is right. Jimmy, Jesus Christ. He said he tried to tough it out for the rest of the way. So he looked like Bud. The old struggle, the remainder of the half, moving the ball downfield. You don't want to start looking for excuses, but according to G, as I said in the press conference, he's sitting there about to fall out and cry and everything. G went 14 of 23 in the first half for 165 yards. He was on pace to go buck wild. No, my calf. I just can't continue. Damn it. Unfortunately, an INT and then halted the Niners' second series. Niners managed to score on just 3 of their possessions on the day. The team was also just 2 of 14 on third down. That's what we used to do. We were a third down conversion team. No, 2 of 14. I won't get it done, fam. Losing a turnover battle, same thing. For the second straight week, the Niners were on the negative end of the turnover battle, notching 2 giveaways yet a freaking again. In addition to the aforementioned INT, a return of Trenton Cannon, of whom I wanted to see take over that job period. And I still do. Trenton, come on, man. Use your head. There was Hawks standing all around you. Where are you going? Lay on the ball. Oh, he fumbled that, right? He gets up, drops it again. Where are you going? So, we're inside the 20-yard line. Of course we're inside the 20-yard line. Where else would we be? The Hawks 20-yard line. I'm surprised it wasn't inside the 10 or 15. That's what I'm talking about when he self-inflicted pain. The turnover proved costly as Wilson connected with it, touched an unknown Freddie. Who is Freddie Swain? Who is he? We're not talking about Lockett. We're not talking about Metcalf. Or even Carson, 13-yard touchdown. So yesterday marked the 3rd straight game the Niners defense failed to record a takeaway. But the guys held Seattle's league-leading offense scoreless and without a first down throughout almost the entirety of the first half, which we should have been up at least 21 points. I got to figure 21 points probably, because the way the 49ers moved on that first drive, the Hawks don't have a decent secondary. Beat them up! The Hawks led the league in first half points to open the season And this will give more kudos, though, to the 49ers defense. Averaging 20.7 heading into week 4. Seattle opened the game with 5 straight 3-and-outs. That's saying something. Which ended with a third down sack. D Ford came to play. Nick Bosa had 1. Both registered at least 1 sack. Recently signed cornerback Dre Kirkpatrick, who got the start opposite Emmanuel Mosley with Josh Norman inactive with that chest injury he has, registered tackle for loss on Seattle's second drive of the day. We was rolling. I kept thinking the Niners are a sleeping giant. Apparently, that's going to suddenly wake up and go into domination mode on both O and D. And I got a feeling, and I'm not sure, Kyle's going to have to come up with a whole new offense for Trey and calm him down. He came into the game, you could tell, he wasn't really prepared for it. And also, Kyle, get Trey ready every week. You can't depend on Jimmy never getting hurt. So I don't know what you're thinking, right? So Trey's in there trying to run, I guess, Jimmy's offense. I don't know what he's doing. But in the first few series, just hand the ball off, please, and that's it. And then finally when he throws it, he throws one into the dirt. And he finally comes back in. I guess Scandarello got to him and grabbed and said, listen, look at me. All right, relax. You can do this, all right? And then he came out. He started getting better, and better, to the tune where, he's going to be okay. Of course, we had to give the ball back to the Hawks, though. We could have still won that game. Trey did enough to win that game. The Hawks finally found momentum in the second half, scoring on 3 of their final 4 possessions. But All-Pro Fred Warner said, quote, I'll have to watch it, but seemed like they just tried to spread us out a little more. We need to be better in the run game, and that starts with me. I think they just started converting on third down, and we were getting off on third down early in the game. They were. Because remember I said during the game, now we don't have a pass rush. We had a pass rush earlier, and it's like Fred says, they start spreading the 49ers out, giving Rusty a little more time to work. The Niners managed to limit Wilson, though, to 149 yards. He didn't do nothing. Russell did not pull out the cookware and start cooking nothing. Hey, beat his butt. He got away with a few things, but he should have never had an opportunity to make in the first place. That's his lowest output of the season and lowest mark since week 15 of the 2020 season versus the WFT. 121 yards during that contest. Penalties. Niners D had a number of opportunities to get off the field on third down, but no, more times than anticipated. Penalties extended Seattle's drive, keeping that little Rusty out there on the field. I got to give it to you. The 49ers did a good job, though, against Lockett and Metcalf. They gave Metcalf that touchdown. I'd be damned if that was a touchdown. I know they would have scored probably on the 1-yard line, but still, don't be just giving them things. This is what always burns my butt. Every time we play the Hawks, there's always something after we say, that was not a touchdown. Give me a break. So, 2 penalties came on the same drive. They extended Seattle's lead by 2 scores. Niners committed 8 total penalties on the day for a total of 78 yards. You can't give a team 78 yards of real estate, especially these guys. Comparison to Seattle's 5 for 27 yards. The PIs. Injuries. Niners lost several players throughout Sunday's contest, with one of the most notable being kicker Robbie Gould. And and Casey pointed out yesterday, that's Casey's boy. Casey pointed out yesterday, we don't have a backup kicker. No, not even on the practice squad. And I give Mitch Wisnowski credit. In fact, Kyle, if you don't want to get another kicker, let Mitch work on that. This guy is about excellence. You let him work on that, he'll get that down. I bet you it will be within a few days, too. Robbie G suffered a groin injury, pregame warm-ups, and did not play in Sunday's contest. Kyle came out and said, they told me minutes before the game started that Robbie was not going to be able to play. Mitch came in and connected on the extra point. And I said, we got hope. Hey, Mitch! Oh, look at that. Mitch made a great tackle yesterday. He's so much more than just a kicker, Kyle. Let him work on field goals. That 40-yarder he put up, it had lots of leg in it. It just was off. I bet you can fix that. But okay, no, they missed the 41-yard field goal in the second quarter. He also kicked wide left of another extra point opportunity. Those issues, of course, prompted the Niners to alter their approach and play more aggressively with Robbie G's sideline. The team made 2 attempts at 2-point conversions, of course. That didn't work really well, with one drawing a false start penalty, which later became a missed extra point. And the other successful rush by Trey Lance, and he should have done that in the first place. Kyle! Just run him. Just let Trey do it. It's possible, though, the Niners could be without Robbie G for an extended period of time. But now what? The Niners could look at the free agent market to bring in another option while the team waits for the return of Mrs. Gould's baby boy, Robbie. I don't want to do that, though. I want him to work on Mitch. I really do. I think he can do this given the amount of time. He didn't practice this. He came in and said, "Hey, Mitch, you're gonna kick the field goal today." What? Yeah, you heard me. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he was game, right? Jimmy G suffered a calf injury. Of course, we know as the injuries go. But it looks like they're going to look at him in a couple of days and see if he's okay. And you can see Kyle does want him to start Sunday. And I understand that. No matter how well and he looked, and he did look pretty good too. I'm not going to knock Trey. He looked pretty good. You don't want to put him in this situation though. The Hawks are having their issues. The Cardinals aren't. I don't want to say he'd be destroyed, but it would be difficult. And it doesn't. That goes for G on a bad leg too. I'm starting to campaign for Sudfeld. Neither one of them need to start. I'm kidding. Kyle's got. You know what? Kyle's got to get some plays that he knows Trey can do excellently. Get Trent Sherfield involved because he used to play in that in Arizona. Let those two to get together and work all week long. You know, of course, Deebo will be fine. Keep Deebo in the mix. I don't know what to say about Ayuk because Brandon's having all kinds of issues this year. So we're going to see what happens with that. Fam, you know, after digesting what happened yesterday, some of the details that went on, love to get your assessments on how you really feel today and what do you expect going forward. You don't have to have any scores about next week's game or anything because we'll do that, of course, on the weekend. Pete Gore, what's up? Bad loss, but season still early. Yes, indeed. 2-2's okay. We're not 0-4. I got faith in our team. We're going to get a wild card at least. Maybe. A 10-4 will get you a wild card. I got a feeling. We got 2 losses to get, and that's it, though. Got to wake up. Stop it. Stop it, Niners. Stop it. William Roberts, let's take this anger out on the Cardinals and give them their first loss at their place and get this win. You figure the Rams look like they were just hell raisers. Cardinals went in there and handed them in the butt. Hey, Matty S. out in Bend, Oregon. Matty, we should post photos. Matty, you got to take photos. I know you probably live in those heavy wooded areas. I got friends living in that area. I've been to the house. I love it, especially in the wintertime. That snow. Danny Albright says, Deebo, best receiver in the game right now. Might have to pay him $20 million a year if he keeps. It is contract time for Deebo, ain't it? Ronbo from the big show. Hey, you see how well Mac Jones looked last night? Asking for a friend. Also, Henry Ruggs is balling. Show, don't get me started. I mean, Henry Ruggs, I had a feeling Mac Jones wasn't going to be as bad as people say he is. But Henry Ruggs, I'm telling you, man, I knew that's what I wanted. Guerrero! Mi amigo! We are facing a tougher team. I know, Guerrero, you tough as eight. Ooh. And we play like a high school team. God help us. Guerrero goes on to say if we lose to the Cards, Kyle would be in on the hot seat. Yeah, here's another thing, Fam. Like, we do have proponents out there asking for Kyle's hat. Not his game-winning hat or last year's hat, but his hat. If you're going to fire Kyle, who are you going to hire? Is my only question. Because I'm not in there. I'm in the other camp. No, I don't want Kyle missing. Leave him right. I like football guys. Leave him right where he is. He's been a victim of circumstance. Some of them he's brought on himself, but most of them are not his fault. Eric.
Yeah, what's up, Ronbo?
Eric, you know what's up, man. We're rolling in dirt right now. Eric, you know what? Some of the things that you've had a chance to digest and everything, are you feeling exactly the same as you did last night after the game? Has your perspective changed? What are you thinking now going forward? And are you in the camp of get rid of Kyle or keep Kyle, or which one? Where are you at? And amplify on both if you can.
No, I don't think we should get rid of Kyle, but I do think we need to start questioning him. There's certain aspects. Yeah, there's certain aspects to what Kyle does that I think to a lot of Niner fans it's confusing. like the pick of Aaron Banks, like we could have just drafted Asante Samuel, right? I believe he was there, right?
I don't know. Was he? I don't know. I said something about Asante Samuel the other day, and somebody went after me. Ronbo, you dumb man. Yeah, they call me all kind of names. Asante was picked up way too soon. I didn't know. I was saying I wish we could have used an Asante. I should have said an Asante Samuel. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's hard with Kyle. I don't really know, but what really sucks is I did predict that this was going to be a shootout, which it wasn't, and then I said the keys to winning the game were going to be keep time of possession and the defense had to make key plays. They did both of them, and we still lost. That's kind of annoying. But I don't think Jimmy should play next week. I heard that he has a chance to play. I don't see why he would. It's just going to be a repeat of the Dolphins last year.
Low.
He's going to go in there hurt, and something's going to happen to him. And on top of that, the reason we mostly lost that game was because we had no corners. And now we're going against D-Hop. You know, DK and Tyler Lockett are one thing, and then D-Hop is a completely other thing, you know. And I don't know if Mosley could hold up the same way he did DK this week.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. Speak to that a little more. Were you surprised at Mosley? He looked way better than he did in the first week as he came back. I'm starting to. I don't know. You don't think so? I start to believe in him though.
Well, I mean, yeah, he did play DK pretty good, but I mean, he played DK pretty good in 2019 in the last game of the season. He's played him pretty good then.
True.
And then I believe DK got him last year, but I believe Mosley was coming off an injury. I don't recall.
Last year, you're
perfectly.
right. Also, Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, and
I like his aggression. I wish he'd keep his hands off the receiver, but I like his speed and aggression. He sticks with that receiver. I think with a little coaching, a little more time on the field, because he's back early, I think we may have something there as well. They're small, but they're vicious, both of them, Mosley and Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, I mean, they played well, but again, the Cardinals are playing really well right now. They just destroyed the Rams, who destroyed the Bucks, which is quite scary. But hopefully, with the new look 49ers with Trey coming in, and hopefully he's getting a full game plan specifically tailored to his style. Yeah. Obviously, I know Kyle's gonna want to do what he wants to do, but hopefully, Kyle, lets Trey use his strengths. Maybe pull some plays that he knows Trey can do pretty well.
That's all he's going to do. That's all he's going to plan.
Yeah, but hopefully it's not the same vanilla offense that we saw this week. With Trey, I understand that Trey played a little bit better through the first couple plays or after the first couple plays, but it's to me it still seemed like the basic runs right up the middle, or hand it off.
See, but you got to understand, Eric. Those are his strengths right now. Kyle's going to have to call things. Contrary to what people believe, he may know the whole playbook, but he's inexperienced. So you got to get him in there. We're talking about a guy who threw 300 passes while he was in college total, right? So you got to get him in there and figure out what he's going to feel comfortable and confident with. You're not going to just call any play out. So he's going to have you know what he's going to look like? He's going to look like Jimmy D did in 2017. There's going to be a bunch of rehearsed plays that specifically Trey can do. Otherwise, you're going to see a lot of RPO. You're going to see a lot of running. And that could work, though. That's the thing. That could work. Because the Cardinals never seen it before.
I mean, it could. It could very much work. But to me, I just feel like if Trey's going to get that experience, you need to eventually become the quarterback that I believe Kyle wants him to be. I mean, we saw all preseason. Kyle wanted him to be the pocket passer. And I think you're going to start either way.
Yeah, not this week, though.
Well.
Just let him do what he does strong.
Maybe not.
I just say that because let him do what he can do well. If he's not a pocket passer yet, and he's not, let him do what he does well. Certain screens, things like that. Take off with those incredible legs. I mean, you got to let him do his strengths. The Cardinals aren't ready for that. That's how he's going to win.
Well, yeah, hopefully. And as far as Trent Williams, it's really scary to be without him, especially who we're going to go against, J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones. And even if he's in, I don't even know if he should be in because, I mean, those guys are top tier in this league, and with a busted up shoulder, I don't know.
especially Chandler
The
Jones.
last thing,
Ah,
yeah,
Jesus.
the last thing you want to do is make Trent's injury worse, and then we're out. But hopefully everything goes good. Hopefully Trey puts up a really good game. Honestly, if we lose the game, all I would really care for is Trey playing really well. I think every Niner fan would want that. At least have him put up a game.
And he'll have some
Show
experience.
Arizona that you're not messing around.
And he'll have some experience against one of the better defensive units in the league. That's going to be golden.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, we're going to go. I tell you what, I'm going to see you Wednesday
Right,
and see what develops between now and then. All right, fam. Have a great night.
All right, Ronbo. You too.
Thanks, fam. Arias.
What's up, Ronbo?
There's man. We're sitting here trying to digest misery and pain, suffering. The life of a 49er fan, All
Yeah.
we're singing those spirituals. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth. I mean, we're not that bad a shape yet, but we were supposed to do well this year. Darius, talk to me, man. After sleeping on what happened yesterday, what are you feeling today? And also, are you ready to let Kyle Shanahan go? And if you're going to bring in a new coach, who's it going to be? Because this is becoming a question that I think people are joking about. They're serious. Darius.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm gonna keep it. I was frustrated with Kyle Shanahan. I came on here and I said I was frustrated with Kyle Shanahan. But to keep it a buck, bro, if we fire Kyle Shanahan, just like you said, who the hell are we gonna sign? I mean, like, I don't know who we would sign as a head coach. So we really can't fire Kyle Shanahan at the moment. At the moment, I don't want to fire Kyle Shanahan either. I just let the feelings get the best of me yesterday, but I want to see him improve in his decision making at times. There's that. That's my opinion on Kyle Shanahan. What was I gonna say?
More assessment from yesterday's game.
Yeah. I'm not really. We technically should be 4-0.
Yes.
And it's gonna hurt being 2-2 in the best division in football, in the best division that the NFL has seen in a long time. But I'm not gonna be down about it. The Chiefs are 2-2. They're a very good team. Do you think Chiefs fans are crying? I don't think so. Now I will admit the Chiefs are in a completely different situation than us. They have Patrick Mahomes as their quarterback. They have their offense completely figured out. However, their defense is terrible. So
and by the way, before Patrick Homeboy comes in and says, "You 49ers know what you're talking about." Listen, he's in a division with the Raiders, and look at those.
Yeah.
I mean, those Chargers look like a whole rejuvenated team. If you're gonna mess with the Denver Broncos, forget about it. They're in hot water too. They really are. I love it.
They're in the second best division in football as well. So their team has to score 40 points in order to win. Philly put up 30 or I'm not sure exactly what it was, but they put up quite a lot of points.
Yes.
Yeah, and we had Philly down to 11 points or something like that. So, so I don't think we're not really in a terrible situation. We play some bad teams later on. We play some Jacksonville. We play, Houston. We play Atlanta. So we have some easy games along the road.
Whoa, Darius, there's no easier games. There's no easy games. This game was easy. Yesterday's game should have been easy. That should have been a blowout. And against the Packers,
the Texans are easy. The Jacksonville Jaguars are easy.
I'm scared.
Falcons are easy.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Wait till we get
the
those
rest
games. I'll
other
see.
than that,
Go
than that are pretty hard. So, as for this upcoming Sunday. I'm just glad that Trent Williams' injury isn't too serious. But other than that, it's not looking too great. I don't. Our second. Okay, I was doubting our secondary coming into this game, and they played really well. Okay, Emmanuel Mosley had D.
Yes.
Yeah, Emmanuel Mosley had DK on lock. Tyler Lockett was a complete no-show.
And K'Wan Williams wasn't even there.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, the no-name receiver, whoever caught the
Somebody
touchdown
named
pass,
Swain.
I don't know.
Swain.
Yeah, whatever.
He
made a little. unfortunately, he made an appearance, but Ronbo, we're gonna have our hands full against the Cardinals. D-Hop, Christian Kirk, Rondale Moore, AJ. We're gonna be in there for a long day. It's gonna be a long day, and I'm not looking forward to it. But honestly, I don't think Jimmy's gonna play. Listen, they're gonna say his thing is day to day or whatever, but he said it's a few weeks. He's the guy who was injured, and Jimmy wants to go out there and play more than Kyle Shanahan wants to go out there and play because he knows that if he does not go out there and play, Trey Lance might very well take his job from him. So
and he needs to be worried about that.
Yeah.
If you got any kind of competitive spirit in your head.
I don't think he's going to play this week. So really, it's going to be Trey versus Kyler Murray, and that's the matchup that I'm looking forward because when Trey got settled in later in the last
Detroit versus everybody.
Ignore that, man.
When he got settled in that final.
Poor guy. But go ahead.
Yeah. When he got settled in that final drive, he looked really nice. He was completing a bit more of his passes, not all of them, but he was completing a bit more of his passes. And
he didn't look so nervous.
Yeah.
That look in his eye.
That's for sure. He looked nervous. Yeah, that throw to Kittle, that throw was it a bad throw to Deebo. I think it was Deebo. It was way too high.
Yeah.
The problem with him.
I think that was
go ahead.
It might have been a throwaway because it was, not just a little high. Deebo went up, way up and still missed. So that ball, I think he was going to throw that away. And it sounded like that's what he was talking about in his press conference. But go ahead.
Yeah. But other than that, again, his escapability was crazy. I think it's probably Lamar Jackson's the only. Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray are the only quarterbacks who I've seen who just escape like that. Obviously, Russell Wilson does what Russell Wilson does, but Russell Wilson's not, like quick cuts. He just does some weird stuff. He somehow pulls some magic out of his ass. But the way he was moving was crazy.
We're going to stop. But you mentioned Russell. That's why Russell Wilson's probably going to the Hall of Fame. He's as deadly in the pocket as he is on foot. Guys, I hate beautiful deep pass ball, maybe in NFL history. But Darius, we got to go. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to look for you Wednesday and see what the judgment is. I hope Kyle does not force Jimmy out there Wednesday because he's waiting for Wednesday to come as if he's just scared to death to start Trey. So we're going to see. All right.
All right, man.
All right,
good night.
You too, man. Hit the flow. D-Flow.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
D-Flow, man. We're sitting there going over this, man. We're trying to figure out, because the talk yesterday got on Kyle. D-Flow, I think people be kidding sometimes. I'm tired of Shanahan, man. He's on the hot seat. Get rid of him right now. D-Flow, I don't know. You in that school?
Yes, I am in that school. I've been
explain that. And also,
last year.
Yeah, also, your more feelings about yesterday's game, how it went, how it could have been better. Go ahead.
Well, you got to understand, right? Does Kyle Shanahan really know how to make players better, or is it his? Because so far he's not drafting any good players, right? Because he's failing in the first 3 rounds because he has over executive decisions.
Yeah,
Kyle Shanahan. We know we needed a quarterback. He passed up on Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. He could have. Then what else? He said he wanted Jimmy Garoppolo. But then he was shopping for Matt Stafford, and everybody else. He's shopping around. He could have had Tom Brady. Tom Brady said he'll pay for probably cheap. Didn't want him. Brady won the Super Bowl.
You heard Tom Brady say he'll come in for
cheap?
cheap?
I'm pretty sure he would want it because he said he wanted to finish his career there, and I'm pretty sure he would want to because that's his favorite team growing up. So why wouldn't you want to? He already made money.
You assume that. Okay. No, go ahead. Give me more.
So I'm just assuming that. All right. Then you got he said he wanted did he really want Trey Lance? Because he said he wanted Trey Lance, like he was giddy over drafting him, creating space for him. But when he's not giving, like during preseason, he didn't scheme nothing up for him. He already said, oh yeah, this is no quarterback competition, which, all right, is that a good move for a head coach? Because if that would have been $27 million we would have freed up. You know how many players we could have probably got? in defense
Deflo,
and offense that we needed.
You know what you may have to come to grips with at some point? Shanahan did not want to start a rookie this year. That was why they told Jed York they wanted to keep Jimmy in the first place. It was never on his mind to start Trey. He knew he had a raw, really talented product, but he had no intention of starting.
Now check this out. Oh yeah. No, I agree on that's what supposedly, but where's that philosophy that if Trey Lance didn't play all last year? And he's not going to play all this year, so that's basically you're going 2 seasons of Trey Lance not even playing, or in his eyes, 2 seasons of him not even playing, learning. Where every rookie quarterback he gets thrown a fire, it's either they're going to learn from it.
Have you ever been in the military?
Military, no.
Okay,
just
you don't.
But
you don't drop a soldier into combat without training. So that's why I think Kyle was thinking, I got a lot of things to work on with him. You've seen his passing. Actually, his passing looked better yesterday than it did at the beginning of the season. He has things he's got to work on. You just can't throw him out there with this team. You know what I'm saying? This is a team that was actually prepared to go to the Super Bowl if they could get through the season without injuries. You can't just tell those guys on the team, I'm replacing this guy with this guy, and they've already been to the dance with this guy. So that's the thing you got to deal with on that. You just can't decide because you don't like this quarterback that was the reasoning that was flawed.
Go ahead. It's not liking the quarterback. It's if you draft three first rounds for a quarterback,
2 first rounds,
you're preparing for the future, correct? So why cut bait, have $27 million for the future to draft around Trey Lance?
Okay, because
you
just walked over what I just said, but go ahead. I just told you why.
But why? But you got to understand, he didn't even think none of these players will come back. So look, he put all his eggs in this season. I understand, you know what, you don't want to put nobody in, but then again, you're going to have 2 years of Trey Lance still not even playing.
You get rid of Jimmy immediately. You don't fool around with it then. Just get rid of him now. Before the season started, just get rid of him now.
Yeah, exactly.
But they didn't do that, D-Flow. They didn't do that. That's why the plan is what it is.
Does Kyle Shanahan really know how to manage? Does he really know how to do this? Because they're saying he's the best offensive coordinator in the league. Where is it at? It's not showing it in the paperwork. He got all his players that he wanted. Right? They're all kind of still healthy except for the running backs. He has offensive weapons in Kyle Juszczyk. You got Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. You got Ross Dwelly, which he catches everything. I don't think I ever seen him drop a ball. He has weapons in offense.
He's been using a lot too this year, more than usual.
But we're barely scoring in the 20s. Where everybody else who has good offenses, they're putting up 30s, 40s. Like nothing.
We scored in the first game? It's a very strange thing. You look at tonight's Monday Night Football game. It's an ebb and flow of the NFL.
Yeah, because everybody's throwing the ball. Because everybody knows it's like the NBA. Back then, everybody used to either go down in the low post, bang on people. Now everybody wants to what? The games develop. It changed. They hit for 3. They make this so easy of passing interferences. Like there's passing interference from the Monday Night Football game. Look what they've been doing for the past 2 weeks.
D-Flow.
Pass interference. So it's a passing league.
D-Flow, we're going to have to go. But you know what? Because Trey Lance runs.
And one more point. And one more point. And also, too, for the identity of the football team shouldn't be the rest of the defense because we have a rookie defensive coordinator. Kyle Shanahan has been in the system for 5 years. Majority of all these players are. The offense should be the identity of the players. And as for a quarterback, or as for a new head coach, I would like the offensive coordinator
from the Kansas City
Chiefs, Eric Bieniemy, or the offensive coordinator from Buffalo because he developed a quarterback, which we all know, as of right now, Shanahan has never developed no quarterbacks.
All right. We're gonna go. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna see you Wednesday. See what the next decision that Kyle Shanahan makes, and I think you're gonna be delighted. I think it's gonna be Trey Lance. So get ready for that.
I hope so, but I hope so.
He gonna call me in a second. He'll say ice, baby.
All right.
I know. I'm saying like little midget and Carl.
Okay. Tobin
Oh
Ernst,
yeah, he's
welcome to slow motion car wreck. Kyle at the wheel. Oh, Kyle, you're getting a lot of flack now. Here he is, as he has just already told everybody. I'm about to say, ice, ice, baby, too cold.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yo, what's up, man?
Ice,
You
tonight.
hear?
Yes, I can hear you, Ice. So, Ice, you already know tonight.
Yeah, man.
We're looking at some things that now that everything's been assessed and writers have gotten together and put it all down on as to what actually happened, and the guys have talked, and also Ice. The trend now is get rid of Kyle. You know anything that bothers me about that, Ice, because that's a normal process or progression.
Correct.
You get rid of your coach. Okay, if we get rid of the coach, tell me who you bring in to keep us from going into the dust.
All right, one thing before we get to that, my brother, one love. All right, good show, as always. And
Thanks.
Now, I got my older brother here. We listen to your show, all right? Now,
Thanks, y'all.
he said he loves you too.
Yeah.
All right, now check.
Appreciate it.
This is what I'm saying. And Kyle Shanahan, I don't think you fired him. You don't fire him because it looks like that. The thing is this. It's bottom line. Okay. Everybody's stressing with this Jimmy G, Trey Lance thing.
Hard.
All right. Honestly, to me, and I said this from day one, the period is if you draft up this much to get this kid, let him play. If we make it to the Super Bowl with him, fine. If we don't, fine. But the whole point is this. This kid can outright ball. End of story. Mm-hmm. Every time he comes in the game, it's positive. More positive than negative. We didn't reach where we're going to reach at with Jimmy. Much as I love the brother, he did what he did to the organization. Much love for him. But, brother, it's time to move on.
I just want to ask you a question before you go to the next level. If you're going to do that, why did you wait? Why would you wait until now to do it? You've already got to pay him now. Why don't you get him off the books? If you don't plan on using him, then why keep him? I think the original plan was exactly as they said. We're going to sit him for a while, let him learn, and then come in. I don't know why people are surprised that Jimmy G is starting. Because the thing is, Kyle's told us all at the beginning of the season what he was doing, and yet people still saying sit $24 million down. It's too late to sit $24 million down. You had to get rid of him. I'm just saying, you had to get rid of him at the beginning of the season. Because quite frankly, if you're Jed York and they sit my $24 million down, I'm going to be mad as hell.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Mm-hmm. And this is what I think as from what I've seen. All right? Mm-hmm. That call came from upstairs, bro. You know where it came from. Bottom line. Listen what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Wait a minute. What call came from upstairs?
The call to put this kid on the field came from the top. Listen, he wasn't hurt. Okay? They knew the writing was on the wall. If you want to keep the fans in the seat, if you want to keep this team going in the direction you want it to go, you got to play this kid. It's just that simple. All right, I don't think York is going to be upset if you sit 24 to get that money down. It was a mistake.
I don't know about
football
that.
guard has spoken.
That's a lot of money.
I don't think let me tell you something. I really, truly disagree with that. Let me tell you something. I was watching Undisputed earlier. And Senator said something really, really true. That, he's been with the Shanahan his whole career. All right? And he said something like under the radar type thing. That you playing this kid is going to change the whole dynamic of the organization, the team, and everything.
Honestly,
what we're doing right now.
Give me an honest answer. I just want one honest answer, though. Did Trey look like he was ready to roll yesterday to you? I mean, does it look like he's ready to take over the team? I mean, seriously. I'm just curious. I'm going to ask that question all night.
Listen, check this out. After he scored, after he got his feet soaked and wet, yeah,
Okay, I just want to know. Okay.
After he got his feet wet, yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. And I know we're in a short leash right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Kyle knows he's got to play it. Everybody sit back and say, "Oh, this and that," and everybody knows this. This kid is going to play. He's finished. He's finished. He's finished. He's finished.
Okay, I heard you
There's
first.
no other way to look at it. Yeah, my brother. Look. Every time this kid comes to the game, he puts up points. He moves the ball. The running late Trey Sermon had what a 16-yard gain a minute to come in the game.
Stop it. Come on, man. Stop it.
You know, but I'm honestly though, I'm gonna tell you this though too, dog. Much as I like Jimmy and love him, and much as Kyle has to really, to me, I think he really has to swallow everything right now. Bite the bullet, let this kid rock.
Right.
And it is at the end of the season.
Right.
I knew this that they didn't have a shot. Honestly, I didn't be saying they didn't have a shot to go to the Super Bowl.
Hey, wait! Before you do that, before we go there, 2-2. You look at the Rams yesterday, who got beaten to death. You look at the Raiders, were undefeated up until tonight. Then nothing is decided in the first 10 weeks of any year yet. So you know what? Better wait on that assessment. Bryce, we got to go now. We're going to run out of time.
One thing.
Bryce, you do it 15 seconds. Go.
Okay. Lance has put up just as much points as Jimmy, and he hasn't played as much.
I don't know if that's not true.
Think about it.
Anyway.
Think about it.
No, it's not true. Jimmy has scored more than 21 points. All right. Anyway, let's get on this tomorrow or midweek, okay? And we'll see.
All right, dog.
Maybe the decision will be made. All right.
All right, man. Ronbo Sports in the house.
Yes, indeed. Ice, baby. All right, Ice. Guys, midweek. Hey, say hello to your brother for me, too. All right, fam. All right. Oh. We got here. It's Tony Nagatani on the View. Tony. Thank you very much.
Aloha, Ronbo. How are you, man?
Aloha, Tony. I meant to get back to you. I've been running around like a wild man for
No
hours. I saw your note.
Oh yeah.
You missed the game yesterday. Was that what happened?
Yeah, no, I was on Kauai, in a place on Kauai, which is one of the Hawaiian islands that did not have a good internet signal, so I couldn't. I couldn't even get in to watch the game, and it's been bugging me because all I've been able to do is watch the short YouTube cut up of just the quote unquote key plays. So the Sunday Ticket hasn't refreshed its full replay yet, so I'm kind of itching to watch this game. So I've just read all the coverage and just looked at the box score and read a whole bunch of Twitter analysis. So I can't speak a whole lot to the actual way the game felt and flowed to me. I can say I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all about what happened. And I was talking about this last week, and I think this loss should lay at the feet of Kyle Shanahan once again. We keep having these close games, and against opponents with real talent like Seattle and with Green Bay the previous week, we lose by one score. And that's the defense from what I saw played like a really good game for the most part. That pass rush pepped up, especially in the first half, and the Niners left some points on the field. And, of course, Jimmy G got hurt, and that didn't help anything. And Trey Lance was not they didn't have a game plan installed from a lot of the coverage that I'm reading. And I did watch some of his plays. The thing that struck me about Trey Lance was the moment he went on the field. I know they began calling all these running plays, but I saw the defense loosen up with just him on the field. And I think his first play was like an 8-yard gain from Trey Sermon. So, just having him on the field is, as expected, opening things up in the run game, which is a good thing. And now, the Fire Kyle bandwagon is going crazy.
It didn't take 4 weeks. God.
Yeah. I mean, so here's my take on all of this. I don't think we should fire Kyle Shanahan. I think he's made this bet. He's drafted Trey Lance, and they've built this roster, and we should give him at least 2 more seasons before we actually pull the plug on Kyle Shanahan. But at the same time, I think one of the other callers pointed this out very, very astutely. He doesn't have a great track record of developing quarterbacks. And, he was a wide receiver in college, and he's really great at scheming people open and also calling good run plays. But, like that Deebo Samuel wheel touchdown pass that Trey Lance threw the ball to Deebo Samuel.
Of space
wide
all around him.
Open. It was insane. That is the genius of Kyle Shanahan right there. So what I think Kyle needs is a quarterback guru, someone who's not Rich Scangrello, whose job it is to dumb down the offensive play calls for Jimmy G. Somebody with a legit track record of developing quarterback talent. And I really don't know who that is, because all the people
Andy
who kind
Reid.
of fit, and exactly, people who are fit that description are already head coaches or are going to be head coaches next year. So, the best name I got is they could bring in someone like Gary Kubiak to be some sort of offensive consultant and really work on Trey Lance and developing him as a quarterback. For the fire Jimmy people, by the way, I got the list of the names who I would be okay with. Yeah, sorry, fire Kyle. Sorry about that. It's Brian Daboll from Buffalo, Joe Lombardi from the Chargers, Pep Hamilton from the Texans, Kellen Moore from the Cowboys, Eric Bieniemy of the Chiefs. If Tom Brady retires, we should take a look at Tom Brady as head coach of the 49ers. I'm serious. Alex Van Pelt from the Browns, Ed Donatel from the Broncos, or Ronaldo Hill from the Chargers. I think those are the head coaching candidates looking into next season. And anybody would want to be the head coach of the 49ers, because the 49ers have Nick Bosa and they have Trey Lance. Those are building blocks for any future head coach. Anybody would want to be the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. But I think we should keep Kyle. Yeah.
You look at Deebo, you look at Fred Warner. The list goes on and on. So you're right.
Yep. Yeah. So, but all in all, the answer isn't to fire Kyle Shanahan. And it's only week 4. We're 2-2. We're on the outside looking into the NFC West right now because of how competitive that division is. But we can still make the playoffs. And I think the key is going to be this week, rest Jimmy G, let that calf fully heal, maybe even rest Trent Williams, let that shoulder fully heal, and get a week.
And give this game in. Tony, I'm just wondering, are you saying just let it be? We're 2-3 and we'll go from there? Because, quite frankly, maybe we can win it, but the Cardinals look like really world beaters right now. I don't know that Jimmy being healthy or anything else. God, they look awesome. They're scary.
They exerted a whole lot of effort to have that big rout of the Rams, and we are a team on the decline, and they are an ascended team. But we also have the wild card factor that we don't know what the offense is going to look like because of our running back situation. And if we have Trey Lance, the same way that
Elijah Mitchell.
And Elijah Mitchell. If we have Trey Lance, though, the same way that the Cardinals, in Kyler Murray's rookie year, they didn't know really what to expect, and Kyler Murray could run around and make plays. If they take, I'm just saying, we have a puncher's chance. We still have that defense, by the way. The defense can rush the passer. They proved it against Russell Wilson this week. They can do it to Kyler Murray to keep him off balance and let Trey cook. How about that? Let's just see what happens. And I think we could go 3-2.
The thing is, I'm looking at all the rookie quarterbacks this year, and I watched them and what the pain they went through for the first 3 or 4 weeks. Trey hasn't even dealt with that pain.
Sure,
and I'm wondering if he could come in and be the cool, calm guy. I want him to be like Mac Jones cool, but Zach Wilson tough.
Right. Zach Wilson talent
yesterday.
Yeah. God. And go Robert Saleh. You go Robert Saleh. You get that win is another cool thing about that. No, I think that the more Trey plays, the better he is going to get. He has got the football IQ, and Kyle should delay the decision of announcing when the starting quarterback is going to be until the very last minute, and I think it should be Trey and let Jimmy heal and let's just see. Let's just see what happens with Trey Lance against a formidable opponent, yes, but we got a puncher's chance. So I'm excited to watch the game this weekend, Ronbo, and we got to keep our chins up.
I'm scared. It's like watching a scary movie. Tony, as a kid, actually, I'm going to tell the truth. As an adult, when I watch really scary movies, I always watch them between my fingers because I can't stand all the scenes. I'll be watching that game this way. Tony, I love it. Let's get together Wednesday and see what Kyle's announced. By then, they're going to know what they're going to do. He won't announce it, I bet, just like you're saying.
He shouldn't.
All right.
All right. Aloha, Ronbo. Take care.
Aloha, Tony. Dude, Tony. And I hope did Papa Dragon zoom in here again? Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Black Ice, I mean, the running game has to get going. Trey almost had 100 yards, 89 to be exact on 19 carries. Did Trey run for 89 yards? That was way better than the Green Bay game. And so, Kyle, come on now. He did it. Wow. I wonder if Kyle wants him running like that, though. I really do. That's really scary. But if it works, it works. You know? And we defer to Dr. Papa Dragon. Pop! Papa!
What's up, Ronbo?
Pop, come on. No zoom in today.
Yeah, I'm trying to, man. Give me a break. Hey, check this out. Alexa, turn on the living room light.
I like that. I like that, Pop. That's funny.
What's up?
Alexa could be hard-headed sometime, though. Keep an eye on her. And she could take over your house. If you see any food missing out of your kitchen, Alexa did it. But hey,
Alexa did
there
it.
he is.
Yep.
Pop,
What's
go ahead,
up,
lay some popisms on us, man. We're like we like to be 49er fans like to be rational people who can sleep on something and come up with more solid thoughts. And I know you did, Pop. And, and also address the Kyle Shanahan. Get him out of here. Seems to be a fashion now amongst us in the Niner Empire. So what are you thinking?
His ire is well earned. I don't agree with the move because, we had a very difficult time getting head coaches to take us seriously, which led to Chip Kelly. It led to Tom Sula. So, New Yorks aren't, quote unquote, the people you want to go work for. So getting a coach after what they did to two winning coaches is a very difficult thing. Obviously, I have an issue with Kyle Shanahan's leadership, but he's a great scheme. He's a great schemer, but they've created this situation themselves. They created the narrative themselves. They basically made Jimmy G into a ride or die kind of a person with the paradigm. So whenever they talk about Jimmy G, what do they say? They say he wins. He's a winner. So then the minute he loses, the fans hate him. The minute he wins, the fans love him. It's like they created that paradigm themselves. And Jimmy G has something to do with that as well. But this is a team that lacks serious leadership. I think missing Buckner and Shannon.
I just want to interject right there, because remember, these guys were running through brick walls for Kyle. Also, the atmosphere in Santa Clara now is the best it's been in years since 2018, 2017, right? I do question that particular accusation that Kyle's leadership qualities are suspect. I mean, am I off there? What do you think?
No, I think that you are on the optimistic side of fandom. I am.
I mean, I heard
on neither
that they loved him.
I'm on neither side. I really look at it from a football player's / coach kind of approach. I look at it from what I see. When I see, really strong football leaders, their teams will run through the walls for them. I think their culture is good, but I just don't like the fact that the players are starting to question each other and the coaches in the press. That's usually a bad sign. The bigger issue that he has is that he does things without thinking how it affects everybody else. So you court all these quarterbacks in the offseason. You court them openly.
Yeah, that bothers me.
And then, so now the locker room's got to decide, okay, look, we got to back Jimmy up. You got to tell people that Jimmy's great, blah, 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 blah. And you get this scenario. Look at it this way. And this is all on Kyle. Right now, Trent Williams, Gold, and Jimmy G are three players that are amongst the top paid at their position. And they have three things in common. all three players have an injury history. They're not known for playing full seasons. None of them. Number two, they're currently injured. And number three, they're on the same team. So that goes to the leadership part of it, where you have to be careful about who you sign, careful who you draft, and then you have a draft and your top three picks aren't playing. So it's like fans have a lot of information now, more so than ever before, and of course they're going to have an opinion. But do I agree he should be fired? No, I said traded. I said traded. I would
Get
trade
somebody.
him for two
Bob, I have a
first-round
question.
picks.
I have a question on what you just said too, though. Now, if you don't sign players with going on the premonition that they may not survive the season, how does that ripple through the rest of the NFL? Now, I'm a good football player and I've had an injury or so, like a lot of players have, and the 49ers call me up and ask if I want to play for them, what do I say?
I think that's a hypothetical. I think that you have to look at the players they've signed. If you look at the top talent, a lot of times the top talent, they have to pay more for them because there's a big tax difference out there. Number two, these players aren't trying to take less unless they go to a situation where they feel taking less. It's like Sherm just signed for $2 million.
Yeah.
We could have did that. You see what I'm saying? It's not, and people are like, well, Sherm can't play, he can't run. Look, Sherm is a leader. He's a coach on the field. If you got 2-3 young cornerbacks, he's a benefit. Just like Emmanuel Sanders. Remember how you said Emmanuel Sanders this, Emmanuel Sanders that?
Yeah.
He carried that room with his leadership.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's a big deficit that they do have. But, honestly, I think that they're going to go. This is a division game. Division games are never taken for granted. Never. Don't be surprised if the 49ers win this game. Don't, because it's a division game. We know them very well.
I know.
So I'm not going to be surprised if they win the game personally, because it's a division game.
I'm going to be delighted. I'm looking forward.
Right.
Probably going to have to pull up, but I'll be the happiest man on the planet.
Yeah, don't you dare be surprised.
Getting by the team that was gonna beat you. You already lost the two teams you should have beat hell out of, and you go in, you whip a team.
Okay.
The obstacle, everybody's just wow. Can you beat that team?
But that's what it goes back to. It goes back to Shanahan making bad decisions, going into a season, selling Jed York the idea that we have a Super Bowl roster, and then you go into this season with 2 rookie coordinators. That's what I'm saying. It's those decisions, that level of arrogance to not even test the waters or interview other defensive coordinators or interview other offensive coordinators. That's the issue. Jeff Garcia says, hey, I'm available to coach a quarterback, and you don't hire Jeff Garcia. You hire some yes man. You hire yes man.
That money doesn't go against the cap. Bob, good stuff is always, Bob. We got to go, though.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for you midweek.
But that's why everybody's pissed. But
I know.
I say, don't fire him. Trade it for 2 number 1 picks.
You can get it, too.
I would do
if
that.
you put Kyle Shannon in the market tonight, you'll have 2 number 1 picks by tomorrow morning, right at this hour if you did that. Yes.
You would. I'd sell it. Yep. And then he would go. I trade him to the Jets, and I get Salah back, and he can be our head coach.
All right, Bob.
Salah's a good leader. All right, brother.
I agree.
All right, Bob.
I'll see you
Shout
Wednesday.
out to production. Take care, fellas.
Thanks for help. And Santana.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Terrible, man. This is like we're supposed to be 4-0. So
I know. I was at the game yesterday, so imagine how I feel.
Yeah. It's a good place to be
tough.
on Sunday.
It was tough to watch. Oh yeah. But it was definitely tough to watch. But
God, yes.
Ronbo, I think there's some good things that comes out of this. I think that when I was watching the game, obviously there was mistakes in the special teams that kind of cost us the game, to be honest. And, obviously Jimmy G going down didn't really help. So, and then Trey Lance coming in the second half, and Trent Williams, and I think Mack was out too for a couple of snaps.
Was he?
And then going to the second half, you bring in the rookie, and he has to come, he has to come out and he's down, so I mean, from what I see is that Trey Lance is he did pretty good for not starting over a year. He hasn't played in over a year, a little over a year, and so those throws and stuff like that we saw was from inactivity. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But even though he did a couple mistakes here and there, he did score 2 touchdowns, threw for 157, and rushed for, I think it was like 50 yards and no turnovers, which was really important. So that's pretty good in my eyes for a rookie. Even though we took the L, but it was a task for even a rookie to come back from a deficit.
Yeah.
And so I mean that's it. But you know what? This is and you know what? This can work either way, Ronbo. Let's say, we go to the Cardinals and play Trey Lance, but he doesn't look good, or he does look good, right?
Yeah.
But then Jimmy G gets healthy. We can still plug in Jimmy G and be like, you know what? Kyle Shanahan can be like, you know what? Trey Lance is still developing as a quarterback. We don't need if we need him again. Well, he has a little bit of more experience, but I think it's a good situation for the 49ers with this. I don't think that because Trey Lance plays really well against the Cardinals that he should take over the job. You know what I'm saying? I think this works more in like developing more than anything.
Valuable experience. Yeah, I agree.
Yes, yeah, and I mean it's not like Jimmy lost his job; he got injured. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Trey Lance. I want Trey Lance to play. What I want is for him not to come in and do run plays once in a while here and there. What I want him to do is be able to throw the ball down the field because that's how you're going to be able to develop him, not having him run the ball. You see, that's what I mean.
Agreed. This is why Kyle.
So I hate it when
Kyle hasn't got him fully ready yet. As I say, he's an unfinished product. Kyle does not have him ready yet. He found out a few minutes before they went out on the field. Yeah, Jimmy's not going to be able to come back. What? Before Kyle now, quick talk with Trey. Trey, listen, all right, I'm going to give you a few run plays to get you loosened up. We'll try some things as we go along, okay? Just get out there and do the best you can, and I'll be in your headset, and you just listen up. And then in Santana, the headsets, from what I understand, didn't work yesterday very well. That's why you saw Trey go to the side of the field. I've never seen anybody have to run off the field to talk. The headsets went out. How in the world did the headsets go out on this particular Sunday? Oh, anyway.
But Ronbo, like I said, man, he's a rookie. We got to be patient. What's it called? He did pretty well for me. What's it called? And like I said, Jimmy G gets healthy, he can come back. You can still put Trey Lance back in the bench and stuff like that. And let him develop. You don't need him to go out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's better for us. Like I said, I wanted Trey Lance to play, but what's it called? If he does well, I mean, I'm just saying that the Niners are in a good situation where Kyle wants to do whether go with Trey Lance or Jimmy G. He has the option to. That's what I'm trying to say. They have a good option of doing whatever they want to do. And Kyle Shanahan, what's up, Ronbo?
I like the way you put it too. You got the best of both worlds. While Jimmy's healing up, you can get Trey out there. You get a good look at him. You see how much work you got to do. Maybe you don't have any work to do. I don't know. You just get him out there, set him up all week long, and let's see what we got there. Meanwhile, Jimmy's healing up. When he's ready, bring him back out there and continue the process because it takes time. A lot of people don't believe rookie quarterbacks need time. They don't just come out and segue from college to the pros overnight. It doesn't happen unless you're. What's that guy that went to Stanford and played for the Indianapolis Colts? Except unless you're him, or Russell Wilson.
Yeah. But like I said, this is all benefit Trey Lance and his development as a quarterback as well too.
Experience.
He can get some playing time.
Wow.
Yeah, but another thing too, Kyle Shanahan. I'm not agreeing with him getting fired. I think that I don't know what's going on, but he needs to make better decisions. That's it. You know what I'm saying? There's some decisions that are questionable, but I think like the other caller said, it's not time to pull the plug on Kyle Shanahan. So. You got to give him time. You see already the other teams in the NFL trying to mimic his offense. And now he has and that's with a pocket passing. Now imagine him with a dual threat, quarterback like Trey Lance. Imagine what he can actually do. He's going to take it. I feel like he's going to take the offense to to the next level. Maybe not this year, but possibly
soon.
the following year. You know,
in Santana, it's a process. People need to calm down. You
process.
throw that kid out there now and he gets destroyed, you ruin his confidence. Kyle does not want that.
Yeah.
So Okay, Santana, good stuff, fam.
And Deebo's a beast.
Go ahead, real quick.
Deebo's a beast, man. Deebo's a beast. That's all I gotta say. Deebo's a beast, bro.
WR1. All right, fam. I'll see you. Wednesday if you got time, Santana. All right, fam.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, later.
And there he is, that angry founder of TNT. I'm not put my pot of red and gold over here. Trez is not in the mood. Trez, come on in, man, because I already know. Trez already told me yesterday, yes, I'm getting rid of Kyle Shanahan. Trez!
Hold up, wait a
we gonna pull it
minute,
out.
Rumbo. You
He's in a better
go and
mood.
find that red and gold tonight
Okay,
for a minute.
I always keep it here handy. I didn't know you wanted any joy in this night. All right, because it's Monday Night Raw, Trez. I mean, this is new for me. I mean, it's sprinkle, sprinkle. Trez, lay it on out there, man.
Rumbo, I have analyzed all the data today, and I've come back and said this right here. We're going to have to eat $14 million, Ronbo. And that $14 million is Kyle Shanahan's salary. That's remaining what's due.
I knew that's where you were going. I was wondering how much Kyle was still owed.
We're going to have to eat that, Ronbo. $14 million, Ronbo. We're going to have to eat that. We're going to have to eat it. And I'm going to tell you this. When everybody quit saying, who's out there available? Like Kyle Shanahan is the best thing since Swiss cheese. Come on. Kyle Shanahan ain't no great quarterback.
I'm in that club. Tony came up with some good
coach,
names.
He's not a great coach. He's not a great coach. I mean, people are like, what are we going to do? You're going to find a coach. That's what you're going to do. You're going to find somebody who can come in here and develop a young quarterback and can get this team turned around. Because let me tell you something, 31 and 37, soon to be 38 is not going to get it. Right. It's not going to get it.
You've already given.
When do people? When have we started as an organization and as fans and the faithful start settling for less than 500 wins from a coach? I don't believe this. I don't believe this. So, like I said, Rumbo, the Kyle Shanahan era is slowly starting to unwind. It's starting to unwind, Rumbo. Everybody's starting to see him for face value. But I've been saying this for now a year and a half ago about Kyle Shanahan. He's no genius. He's no schemer. He getting out coached by his own protege. Come on. First time coaches in the league fucking out coaching. Come on.
He has this maybe artificial swag. I look at him. I feel like I got a chance. Granted, we had some ridiculously players missing off this team every year, and they're still trying to start missing. I mean, I just don't know what to think about that. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a lot to say, Rumbo, as far as Kyle Shanahan is concerned. Because I mean, it's just a boneheaded decision, Rumbo. I mean, look at what he did in the game. It's like we're talking about situational play for as a coach. Where's the leadership? Where's the coaching? Don't you suppose to coach up the players, Rumbo?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing none of this. I mean, this boneheaded dude. We lose a kicker before the game even starts. He brings the punter out there to kick an extra point that he can't make, man. And then you got a 2-point specialist per se quarterback on your team.
Hey, good point. I agree.
Easily run it in from the
underline that.
And then my partner came up with that point right there.
Just stop kicking the ball.
He came up with that point.
Just let Trey. If you get to the end zone, put up 2.
And we get a penalty and bag it up, and you bring the punter back on the field. That's what I'm talking about, the boneheadedness, Rumbo.
You know what?
His new name is Banana Shanna. His new name is Banana Shanna.
I need a T-shirt that says
Put it in the chat.
Trez.
Put it in the chat, TNT fam. His name is Banana Shanna because he's so stupid.
Oh, God. He tries to just lay it out the heavy artillery on my boy. Okay, I got to agree with some of this. I do wish, in fact, we don't need to wait for Robbie Gould comes back healthy or not. 2 points every time. Put Trey in there. You know he's going in. They can't do a damn thing about it. Let him come in. You know?
Yes, sir, Ronbo. You know it's Monday night, Ron. You know. Look at here. I got to say some of this for the rest of the TNT family. Look at here. Shout out to you in production. Shout out to the TNT family. Shout out to the chat. But I'm sick of it, Ronbo. Banana Shanna got to go, man. Banana Shanna has to go. You understand?
That's
the play calling sucks. He's not scheming up anything. He's getting beat by first-year coaches. His record is 31-7, 37, and it's about to be 38 after this weekend.
Trez,
I'm getting sick of this. I'm getting sick of talking about this already.
I know. Don't put the mojo on us for this weekend. We might win.
I already done called it. I already called it.
No. Okay.
This guy. Before I go, this guy has lost 9 out of 10 home games. Ronbo, we can't get a win at the crib. We can't get a win at the crib, Ronbo.
I wasn't paying any attention. We've lost 9 out of 10 at home?
9 out of 10. We can't get a win at the crib.
I know we lost everything last year. I didn't know they'd added up to that many. The last time we won was against Green Bay the year before last.
Look the facts up, Ronbo. You know TNT, we always come with it.
You know what? This is the kind of thing I don't want to find out anything more about. And Trez, you hurt my feelings by telling me that. There are things you shouldn't. You know how your parents don't want to tell you things because they tell you you wouldn't understand. I don't understand this, Trez. Don't tell me this. Oh my God! I'd rather have to go to bed without any supper. All right, Trez, you got it.
All right, Ronbo. Have a good one. Chat.
See you Wednesday.
Appreciate the love over there, man. Banana Shanna.
Everybody's quoting him now. Trez, love you, fam. I'll see you midweek.
Love you too, Ron.
All right, fam. God. Ramiro Garcia. Hey, do you think we need to start blaming Shanahan or the team? It's a good question. I got blamed for everybody in Santa Clara, even the city council people. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the contribution, fam. He said, 49ers Lakers says we need to cut Jimmy now, right now. Don't wait before he gets hurt. Seriously, and we're stuck with the cap hit next year. Get us, as Niner Mike called him yesterday. And Niner Mike put some Italian into it. Jimmy Fragilio. Cruel. We are mean. Frank, come on in, Frank. Frank, man, we in here. At first, I just wanted to know. It has shifted a little bit from the Jimmy G beatdown to the Kyle Shanahan roast. Frank, are you getting rid of Kyle Shanahan? About yesterday's game, have you thought anything more about that since yesterday? Has anything that you were thinking yesterday, because I know you were angry, I was angry, we were all pretty upset. Are you seeing more clearly now? Have you changed anything of what you were thinking yesterday? And please tell us, are you keeping Kyle Shanahan, or is it time for him to go?
Shout out to my man Trey, man. Shout out to my man.
So I know,
Ronbo,
I know how you feel.
Well, I said it. With Ronbo, I said it to you a couple of weeks ago. I think last week.
I think you did, as a matter of fact.
He only had one winning season. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really watch the game, Ronbo, Cal, he don't look engaged like he had before. Like, yeah, we went to the Super Bowl. Remember how he was just like clapping, and remember how Kittle said when he called the play, he already knew it was gonna be touchdown. He's smacking people on the hand, like, getting excited. Like, you don't see that no more. It's just like, oh, whatever. Like, that's what you don't get no energy, no excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, no aesthetic. You know what I'm saying, from your coach. You know
Frank,
what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. What you're saying is absolutely true. And you know what I'm concerned about? I thought about this after that first loss the other night. Shanahan looks frustrated, don't he? I'm thinking, is he going to consider quitting this year? If we, at the end of the season, if we have a losing record, I can see that press conference already. Kyle Shanahan has told Jed York that he'd like to be allowed out of his contract. He doesn't owe him any further monies, and he wants to step down as head coach of the 49ers. I'm already having that dream. Frank, I like Shanahan. I just think he's been the victim of circumstances. I want him to continue, but I understand it. What you're saying, it's true. I'm not seeing the eye of the tiger in his face anymore.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I said. It might be the hat. You need to go back to the white hat.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. What my thing is, I'm saying, Cal, when the defense, it's like playing chess with us. If you watch our games, the defense come out on fire in the first half.
Boy, they
come out balling.
Oh, they was rolling.
And then, but it's like when the defense playing like that, that's when Cal need to be putting up points. Because when the second half comes.
But we did yesterday. The offense came out on the first possession, the first time all year, blasted into that end zone. I was like, uh-oh, here we go. They're back. And then, of course, things fell apart. But you're right. We haven't been coming out with the fire that they should be coming out with for the rest of the games before yesterday on offense. Defense was killing.
Yeah. You see, that's what I'm saying. But when the defense slowing the offense down, that's when you have to put up points. You see, when halftime comes, look at the second half. Seattle figured it out. Okay, this is the type of defense they running. This is what they doing. And then they just, outscores.
Outcoached
so
is
that's what I'm saying.
basically what you're saying, too. Yeah.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, like, he not generating no type of plays or no type of offense, for us to put up points. You know what I'm saying? That's my only thing with Kyle. Like,
and let me ask you one more question before you get into this now. The defense got figured out in the second half. Now, you remember last year, and I'm not saying nothing bad about D'Amico, but he is learning on the go here. Robert Saleh would have that defense last year. They would not have gotten figured out. I was worried about this. We're going to see going forward. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. I'm not sure if D'Amico's going to be able to outcoach a lot of the NFL OCs. I'm just not sure. This has happened more than once. Why did we look different in the second half than we did the first? Why did their offense figure us out? And I just don't know. But what do you think?
I mean, he a rookie, but also you got to blame Kyle and John Lynch. Like you didn't even do your due diligence and look around. You just hired within. You know what I'm saying? It was other. You could have got Dan. You could have all that Dan Quinn. Look how he got Dallas Cowboys defense. Look,
I know, right?
They leave
Cowboys ain't looked
away.
like that since Hector was a pup.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. So you get what I'm saying? I mean, yes. I'm quite sure Dan Quinn might would have.
It's his
was
defense.
My offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? I was your coach. Come on over. You know what I'm saying? Like it's other people you could have just looked at. I'm just saying, not just Dan Quinn, but he was one of them. You could have looked somewhere else, and they didn't do that. They just want to hire within. Like, they got to just get better with everything.
I don't want to jump to conclusion on that, D'Amico, because I like D'Amico. I mean, I just wonder, can he handle it? And maybe he will. Sooner he'll adjust. He's a very intelligent individual. All right, go ahead with what you said. You get ready to develop the other point.
No, he a rookie. So we going to have growing pains, but what I'm saying is they could have been looking around elsewhere before they just hire within. That's all I'm saying. I know he a rookie, so we got to expect that he's going to, make mistakes. It's just on you have to learn from your mistakes that you make and just get better. That's all I'm saying. But it started from end of the day. It started from this weekend right here, Ronbo. I believe that we can win this game. Cal, one of the players or somebody had to have a player meeting, step up. And just
close door meeting.
And just like guys around each other, Cal, and just get his players prepared. That's all. Like we can win this right here. We were gonna go in the back, Magic Johnson or Michael Jordan. If you get what I mean, 32 or 2
Don't start that argument. All right, because will be a whole show.
I'm just saying that's what we're gonna do. We were going. I mean, that is what it is. We go on the back. It's Magic Johnson or Michael Jordan. I mean, that's just what it is. As far as the record wise. So,
all right, fam.
I mean, that's all I can say about it, Ronbo.
Well, as you said, plenty, Charles. I appreciate it, man. I'm telling you, I like it. Let me see you Wednesday and see what comes up in Santa Clara, beautiful downtown.
Okay, yeah. Yep. Shout out to you, Ronbo,
Thanks,
and
fam.
production. I thank you for letting me come on and speak my mind. Shout out to TNT family, man. I like to join the mob, so they just let me know. I'm welcome to come on into the mob.
There you go.
So all right, Ronbo, have a good one, Ronbo.
You too, fam. Night, Charles. And there he is. This just in. It says, previous caller ain't a real fan. Don't believe in your team. We're saying, oh, they'll lose. That's not a fan. That's a follower. Simple. You ride with your team regardless of the record, the situation. Justin, but Trez, he wants us to win. He just doesn't see it happening. Honestly, I am scared. This is David Goliath this weekend. And I say that because Kyler Murray has turned into an absolute freak. I mean, the dude is stopping on dimes and accelerating at high speed within a split second. He's doing weird things, and he wasn't capable of, that's all right, we go get his little butt. That's right. D'Amico's going to come up with schemes and plans to bring his butt to the dirt, have him crying like a baby. Hey, oh, my God. Now, this is the guy I want to leave.
What's up, Ronbo?
Lee, man, we've not seen you in a long time, man. How you doing?
Yeah, well, Monday Night Raw, Tony Montana had to make a return, Ronbo.
Delightful. Oh, God. Yeah, Lee, things are falling apart. And, we always panic. I mean, we panic. Usually, this last year we went into a panic, but we knew it was over, so we stopped panicking and started blaming. We've started blaming and pointing fingers and firing coaches already, Lee, as you see. And Lee, give me some of your perspective. You got a lot of things you can throw in there. I'm not going to limit you to anything. I do want to know if you feel Kyle Shanahan should be dismissed, though. But go ahead.
Well, I was pissed off at him. I'm not going to lie. Yesterday, he made some real decisions. I was like, what are you doing? Obviously, a kicker did get hurt. Robbie Gilden, he brought in Wisnowski to do the field goals, a punter. But even some of the play calls, remember, like the 4th and 2 to Deebo when you've got Trey there. Trey could have got those yards easy. I don't know what you were thinking. And just some of the things throughout the game, it's really questionable. We know over the years, I've always told you, Papa Dragon was on the money, Rombo. I agree with him. I was talking to a friend last night, Steve Rombo, and I was telling him I don't like Kyle's leadership. I've told you I didn't really like his talent evaluation. I think it's absolutely it's that bad. You just go through the drafts and you have a look at some of the guys he's drafted. He hasn't hit on anything. Look at the first rounders we have hit on. Nick Bosa. That was a gimme pick. What are Kyle's great picks in 5 years, Rombo? Talent evaluation and leadership. But when I say these things, I always give you reasons. I've gone through, over the years, the picks and stuff. Why don't Raiders talent eval? But it's not just that. He's done it in free agency. Guys like McKinnon. Guys like Richburg. He does it every year, not just draft, but free agency. And here's the reasons I don't like his leadership, Rombo. Papa was right. In 2019, we made the Super Bowl, right? We had leaders on the team. Richard Sherman was one of them. The other one was Joe Staley, and Joe Staley retired.
Emmanuel
those
Sanders.
were huge leaders on this team, yeah. And you've got to have them. Even when we made the last Super Bowl, you guys like Patrick Willis, Justin Smith, you just had veterans, good players that players just, they just look to and they just follow. And Kyle, as good as Kyle is, he's good schematically, on offense. And before he came to us, he was a good offensive coordinator, one of the best offensive coordinators, as they say. But he wasn't a head coach, and he's had to learn to be a head coach here. And he still thinks that, he's lacking on, for instance, the other day, I think he threw Wes Welker under the bus, Rombo. Leaders don't do that. You don't throw your other coaches or your players under the bus. You pull them to the side and you have a one-on-one discussion, Yeah,
absolutely. I agree with that.
That's how you ruin young players' confidence, and even coaches, that's how you ruin locker rooms, And I've seen the smart coaches over the years, they'll pull a young player to the side and say, oh, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. But they won't air them out to the media. And even things like you said about Lance, I think a lot of fans, they like Lance, they took it personally what he was saying. And
I know, couldn't understand why he said that. Yeah, that was, he looked like some good, some bad. He looked like a rookie, Uh-oh.
And I think a lot of fans say they didn't like that, and they felt like it was sort of a personal attack on Trey. But there's so many other ways he could have said that, or even just to lift the young guys' confidence. Because the thing is, Ronbo,
Like you said, leave it out and talk to Trey. Don't talk to us about
exactly.
that. Yeah.
Or
Some good, some bad
like,
would have been fine. That's it. Leave it at that.
And the thing that Cole's got to realize, Ronbo, is that Trey carries him from here out as the 49ers. Like, if Trey doesn't do good,
he's dead meat.
Cole's gone. Yeah, he's holding
know.
Cole's career in the palm of his hand. So he should be real careful what he says about Trey Lance or how he treats them, because if Trey busts, Cole, I don't think Cole's going to be here. How's Cole going to, get another contract here or be here this whole time if Trey Lance busts, Ronbo? So to me, it was like real hard yesterday watching the game because we started so well. The defense was rolling. It was like 2019 all over again to start the game. The offense was struggling. We got a touchdown. But then after that, just nothing was – it wasn't working offensively. And then Jimmy gets injured. Trey comes in the game. He struggles early. He starts to warm up late. But by then, the game's already gone, The game's over. I don't feel like we were ever going to win that game. I don't feel like we were in it in that second half. You know what I mean? We did get that, touchdown late and stuff. But I didn't see us winning it. And moving forward for the rest of the season, man, I don't feel good about the season at all, now, because depending, I guess, how long Jimmy's out, because the thing is, like, Trey's got to win games. I think, if Jimmy's out for a few weeks or whatever, Trey's got to win, because if we start, we're already 2-2. We got the Rams, we got the Cardinals,
and going
the
2
Seahawks
and 3
are still there.
Yeah, not good. Who do we play after we play the Cardinals?
After the Cardinals game, don't we have a bye coming up too?
Oh yeah, sometime between
weeks.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
I need to look at the schedule again, to be honest.
Yeah. God.
But yeah, like, we need to win these games. And with the Lance, the thing is, like, he makes some good plays, but he's a rookie, Ronbo, and that's an away game too, isn't it? Was it at home? No, actually, I think it might be home. Yeah.
No, I was just way at home. Yeah, it's home. We play Indy at home, and Indy's another dumpster fire. We might.
Yeah, well, that could be a win. That could be a good game.
That could be a win. At least to keep at 500 at that point, at least would be nice.
The thing is, too, though, if Trey exceeds our expectations and he starts getting comfortable and he starts winning, Cole's going to piss a lot of people if he takes Trey out, and puts Jimmy in if Trey's winning these games, and you're going to hear. It was so funny yesterday, Ron, but like all the talk's been, Jimmy this, Jimmy that. But yesterday, a lot of it was Kyle. Like, fans weren't happy. And we've also lost a lot of leaders. Like Papa said, Salah was a leader on the sidelines and in that locker room as one of the coaches. But also, I feel like Kasurik's a leader. He's a huge leader of that defense, but there's just not enough guys there now, without Sherman, without Staley.
And those guys are essential to what we were doing. Lee, we ran out of time. We haven't heard from you in such a... Lee, would you not make us wait so long? So there's so many things we want to know and hear from you. We got to... There's not enough time to put it all in one setting. So, Lee...
Oh, good. No worries.
Get back to Wednesday.
For your platform, everything you do, and everyone that calls in tonight. Go Niners. Thanks, Ronbo.
Thank you, Lee. Talk to you later. Hopefully soon. All right. Alice... Ellis, hold on just a second. Let me say big boy. I see big boy Lewis here. He says, I want a quarterback controversy. I hope Trey balls the heck out and puts Kyle on the spot. There you go. Thanks for the contribution, Phil. I can see that happening too. I tell you what, and if we win the game, boy, I'm gonna be like jumping up and down. Oh yeah, I think the boy has arrived. All right, Kyle. There you go. Work with him. People get the wrong idea about me. I like Jimmy because I thought he'd come in this year and take a team that he's worked with for 5 years and go to the promised land. Now, if he ain't going to do that, I'll take this thing down, and I ain't going to join the haters, but I'll definitely support Trey like you wouldn't believe and start defending him like I defend Jimmy. Come after Trey, you come after me. Ellis. Come on in, fam. You know what the subject matter is tonight. And are you getting rid of Kyle Shanahan, too? That seems to be what we've morphed into. God.
Man, I think it's a little tough for Kyle to defend himself right now, or to defend Kyle, just considering the fact that we've all, observed and witnessed him completely just make these erratic decisions in games it's happened a lot, and we saw it before, you know, he even came to us. We watched him do it in Atlanta. You know, he's had this ego, this thing going on for like a while. And if nobody ever told him, if his dad never told him, if nobody that really loves and cares about him has, you know, informed him or had a conversation with him about being able to develop players and, you know, just be a better coach, because it's about getting better. You know, if Kyle thinks he's already, you know, complete in his, you know, ability as a coach, then he's already fucking lost. I'm just going to say that. It's about getting better. It's about getting better, being a better coach, finding more innovative and better ways to play, to coach your guys, to make decisions, in-game decisions, to have composure, you know, to just be able to, you know, be better, man, all around. And the first drive was like, I'm like, if we do this all game, you know, if we can see these plays and we can run plays like this throughout the entire game, the offense is, you know, we're going to light the scoreboard up. For some reason, everything just kind of like fizzled out. And I mean, thank God Trey Sermon was getting, you know, 5-6 yards a carry. It looked like his average was for the game. It was totally different outlook. So shout out to, you know, Trey Sermon. I'm glad
he's
that
coming
he was
around.
able to yeah, man. I honestly was glad to see that, and I think with him and when Elijah does come back, if it's not this week and next, it becomes next week or on, they're going to look really good together as a pair. You know, in the backfield. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying get rid of Kyle yet. I mean, you know, we still got. We're only, you know, we barely at a quarter, you know, of the season of the game, you know, of the football season. I'm not ready for it yet. I mean, his record, he's not going to be able to come up off of that record issue unless he goes on a, you know, 50-game winning streak or something, or a crazy, you know, if he just goes on crazy win streaks, you know, then that'll change that. So I don't want to harp on that too much.
Where you commit, because people call you out later. And when you the one saying get rid of Kyle, we want 6 in a row. You know, and then now you're sitting there. Well, at that time we weren't winning. You know. So
yeah. Exactly. Because at this point, LaFleur and McVay got him beat when it comes to that. But that's not what we're talking about. You know, we just need to see more effective, you know, play calling and execution, and, you know, just overall, because at the end of the day, the defense is getting exhausted. We don't want to see our guys getting discouraged on defense to where they feel like, you know, they have to take the responsibility all the damn time and get turnovers. Because when you hear the defense saying, you know, we got to make turnovers, we got to do this, we got to do that, that's you know, them taking the responsibility of the offense not doing what the hell they're supposed to do and being effective. 7 points is not enough. You know, thank God for Trey, you know, and the offense, you know, Trey making those plays with his legs and moving around. He had really good feet in the pocket towards the end once he started to get comfortable. But when Kyle first put him in, we were just running the damn ball. And it's like, Kyle, do you not want to get back in this game? I mean, what the, you know, it just was poor play calling, but Ellis, you know, at that point when Trey initially got in. Go ahead.
One question, though. Would you have him come in and just immediately start throwing, though? I don't know if he should have ran him as many times.
I don't mean throwing. But I mean, yeah, mix it up. That's all I'm saying. But he kept running the damn ball. I know. In the first series or two, he just was running the damn ball the whole time. So, you know, we got to mix it up, Kyle. That's why he's got that cannon. We have some really good ball, you know, guys that catch the ball. And Ross Dwelly, I mean, just throw the ball up. He's tall, he's big. If the corners are below 6 feet, he's going to get the ball. We got to start utilizing Ross Dwelly more. And Kyle
he had a touchdown to open the game. You know, while all the attention's on George, throw it to Ross. Exactly, I agree.
Put them both in there. Throw it off the scent. They know we're going to George. No, we're not. And we'll, you know, let's utilize our weapons more. That's all I'm saying, because we can't burn Deebo out, man. He's going to get hurt or something if we keep on depending on him and having him forced to where he mentally feels like he's got to carry the damn team on his back.
Yeah, I don't want to think
you know what I mean? As we can't do that, Ronbo.
Well,
you
somebody
know what I mean?
wake Brian Ayuk up. I don't know why they're not going to him at least sometimes. Brian Ayuk could go 3 quarters. I'm saying, where's Brian Ayuk? And because Deebo's just stole the spotlight right now. He's hot. So they're going to.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I love it, and I love it. I love it. Thank God. You know what I mean? 150-some yards. I mean, Deebo is playing well, but we got to utilize our weapons, Ronbo. We got to utilize
that ball
our guys
around. I fully agree.
Yeah, man.
We're going to run out of time, fam.
Fast, and in a hurry. But yeah, man, no. And Kyler Murray, man, he got those braids. He got his hair braided. Now he going crazy.
That's what it probably is. Braids put pressure on his head, making him crazy.
Hey, yeah, no, they look good though, man. So that's going to be a fun game. I'm not totally terrified. You know what I mean? Because we got our defense. You know, we'll be the best defense that they play this year, and we might actually catch them slipping. So let's keep our let's stay faithful, y'all, and let Trent sit out. We don't need Trent going for the rest of the damn year, trying to have him play with this jammed up shoulder. We don't know how expensive it is. I don't want to take that risk, Ronbo.
I agree. All right, fam.
Peace and love. Yeah, peace and love, fam, man. Make sure y'all. Yeah, midweek Wednesday, we be back. Yeah, all that. All right, peace and love, family. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. And shout out to you, brother Ronbo. Thank you, production. Peace and love, man. It's for life.
Thank you, Ellis.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, holla at the squad. All right, fam. Night.
I will. We'll be back Wednesday. I'll have you
Wednesday.
Looking forward
to that. All right.
Yes, sir. Peace.
And Jason. Jason, get on in here.
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, Ronbo?
Jason, after one thing about it, I'm like the 49ers with that 24-hour rule. I stopped crying after about 24 hours. It's been that. So I'm done with that game. I'm moving on to the next game. I'm worried like hell.
It proves to be therapeutic.
It is. I'm telling you, man.
Therapeutic resolve. This will make you go crazy, some of this stuff. But,
man.
DeMeco Ryans is actually doing good. He's doing all right, but he's required. He's being put in really hard positions. 3 and outs and turnovers inside our territory is asking a lot of him, whether he's a rookie or not, to compensate for so much inefficiency on our offense. There's no way. I understand the 24-hour rule, Ron, but it's Monday Night Raw. I talked to you last night. I told you I was coming out here, but I say Kyle is a great. It goes back to what I said. X's and O's is his forte. He should be an offensive coordinator. A coach does not necessarily have to be an offensive guru. He just got to be like a cow. The Steelers coach, the chin. Coward, is it?
Tomlinson.
Just be somebody.
Bill Cowher, yeah.
Bill Cowher, just somebody that's like, we're fucking 4th and 1. Line up everybody. Put Sapuaga in that fullback position, and we're gonna get the fucking yard. We're not doing no goddamn shotgun 5 wide for 1 yard. His problem is he doesn't have confidence in the players. That's a problem. When you just said on the last caller, you were saying, he's maybe not come out and throw it right away. Why the fuck not? He's a professional ball player. If he can't come out and throw the ball, then you're doing your job wrong. You shouldn't have guys in there who you can't put in the professional game and throw the ball. We're fucking up if we got to protect our quarterback. Like all this shit about protecting Jimmy G in 2019 toward the end of the season and the playoff. Our running game was a necessity. It wasn't by design. He said, fuck that. Excuse my language. He said, forget that stuff. I'm going to just take the ball out of Jimmy's hands. He's throwing interceptions left and fucking right in critical moments. He's standing in the pocket, just staying still like a statue. We're just going to go with Deebo on the end around on jet sweeps and most of up the middle and occasionally sprinkle some Kittle in there. They said, hell no, Jimmy, we shouldn't have to protect our QB that way. Protect them by designing great plays. I didn't see one rollout, hard play action rollout with Lance the whole entire game. If there was, maybe I overlooked it. I ain't see it.
You're right.
A rollout with some drag, some Deebo drag in the intermediate, and maybe Ayuk out deep in the drag and Kittle short on the drag. Get him a little easy shit. You're gonna just throw him in there, run up the middle. Lance is gonna get broke up.
And help the offensive line out.
If he keeps this up, he's going to get hurt with this run Trey Lance up the middle like a running back. He's no running back. When the play breaks down, Trey Lance can get scrambling like Russell Wilson and all these guys, Bubby Brister and all these guys. Don't have Trey Lance doing halfback dives for efficient offensive calling. Maybe goal line or short yardage, but he's gonna get banged up. I looked at him. I was covering my face like, oh shit, Trey up the middle right away.
Over and over.
Come on. He would be excellent if he just coaches toward the strengths, like a lot of callers talked about, man. Coach toward the strengths of.
Jason? Jason, you fell off in the middle of a sentence.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm excited, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I think
you pressed the button? Okay, good.
The defining moment of what's going to happen to this franchise, or this campaign, rather, think about halftime before the half with 1:47 on the clock. We stopped them, and Kyle let it clock out. And Lynch was in the skybox doing what? Gesturing. Time the fuck out. We got 1:47 to work a field goal with 3 timeouts. He's a coward. Listen to Kyle Shanahan talk. He's breathing heavy at the press conference. There's too much pressure for him. Think about it. He's a silver spoon kid. Just think about that. His daddy is Mike. He was the ball boy. This is a lot of pressure to put on him.
Papa Dragon mentioned that the other day. Or yesterday. Yeah.
Jump that ass back up in the skybox and coordinate, because he's too scared for this. We need men out here. You got a whole 1,500-pound altogether offensive line. Get the yard. If you don't believe you can get a yard, just quit. Like they said in the Super Bowl, if you're not going to call holding on Bosa all game, if the 49ers don't get no holding call, just give them the game. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to go for it on fucking 31 out of a fucking I formation and throw Juice, put Juice back there, you got the 6'1", 250-pound running back. Why did we pick him up for? For a fucking cross
Jacques. And have him throw that pass. Oh no, God, he's not ready for that. He's not comfortable. He just got here last week.
This is his first series on the team. And he's doing halfback cross passes with Christian Okoye. Come on, Kyle. Come on, Kyle. It's Monday Night Raw, Ronbo.
I forgot about that play, and you were definitely wrong, bro. Jay, Leon, we gonna go. Let me, Jason. Let me see you Wednesday, and see what develops
Wednesday,
between now.
Ronbo. Thank you for letting me vent, my brother.
Hey,
You're the only ones who understand my pain out here. The only brothers
you know I do.
out here.
Jason, we gonna be all right. Bro. All right, fam. Talk to you shortly.
We'll be all right.
Well, there goes Jason laying it all out. Well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show. Come on in, man. It's Monday night.
Ronbo, how's your night going?
You know, if you've been listening for anything, I'm fielding a lot of anger here tonight. There's no joy. Everybody's pretty much had about all they can take. But you know, Show, I noticed by the demeanor you came in with, in which you have actually asked me that question, you're still cool, calm, and dry. Am I right?
I'm always like that, Ronbo.
I noticed that.
Even if there's a fire going on in front of me, I'm the most cool, calm, collected person there.
He's got his lazy boy. He's kicking back, looking at his phone.
You know. But Trez, if you're still listening, you can chime in if you want to, because I'm going to piggyback off of what you have said tonight. Ronbo, we have got to, as fans, stop pretending like Kyle and John are not immune from being criticized or immune from being fired. Because I think we should all reflect on the regime thus far, the past 5 years they've been here, and ask ourselves, have we been a success or have we been more of a failure? And if we're honest with ourselves, Ronbo, it's been more of a disaster with these two at the helm than it has been more of a success. We've only had one winning season with them in charge, Ronbo. The other seasons have been complete disasters. And those of you that are asking and begging for Trey Lance, a project quarterback who hasn't seen the field in 750 days and has only thrown 3 NFL touchdown passes, you're asking him to beat the Arizona Cardinals, whose quarterback, mind you, is the front runner for the MVP race right now. You're expecting him to beat the Arizona Cardinals against Chandler Jones, against Budda Baker, Isaiah Simmons, who's starting to blossom now into a really good linebacker. You're asking Kyle Shanahan to put Trey Lance in and expect Trey Lance to beat the Arizona Cardinals. Are you kidding me right now? You're asking for Kyle Shanahan to get fired. That's what you're going to do.
Don't confuse me with all these facts. I can't take it. So I'd like to stay in my fantasy world if you don't mind. I'd like to think we could beat the Cardinals Sunday. Oh my God!
If Trent Williams and Jimmy Garoppolo are down, Ronbo, we're not winning that game. There's no way in hell. I hate to be the Debbie Downer here, but there's no way in hell we're winning that game. If Trey Lance is starting and we have no Trent Williams.
Oh my God! I'm gonna be 2-3. I don't want to be 2-3. Show.
And to
That's
pick up
why
where,
they play
and
the
to pick up where
games.
Trez left off, and to pick up where Trez left off as far as Kyle Shanahan goes, Rumbo, Kyle Shanahan has been a complete failure as head coach for us so far. He's only had one winning season out of 5 years, and you're going to sit there and tell me he's immune from being fired? No. Why would you want to keep it going on with that?
I know.
Especially if you put in Trey Lance.
And I wonder if Jed's constituents are saying to him, "Hey, Jed, how's your team doing?" You know, these guys. When the highbrows start rubbing elbows, you know somebody's throwing digs at him. God.
I mean, and who's to say the new coach that's going to come in? God forbid that this should happen. We end up firing this whole regime. We always want to keep Trey Lance.
You know what? I was going to mention
that every new coach
wants his own QB.
Every new regime wants their own quarterback. Yeah, exactly. So
and maybe brings whoever. And he's
like,
be
careful what you wish.
Yeah, because Urban Meyer, right, comes in, drafts his wherever he just came from, if it's a college coach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
So, yeah, I mean, it's sort of a catch-22 question, Ronbo. It really is, because if we continue to lose this year and more injuries happen and keep racking up, then the calls for Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch to be fired are going to grow louder and louder and louder and louder.
I know, and we can't have anything less than 11 wins. You know something, Show? I keep thinking, though, Kyle, somebody mentioned it a little while ago. I see Kyle saying at the end of the season, I'm going to step down as offensive coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers.
That's what it feels like, Robo. I'm with you on that. That's what he seems checked out.
A little?
I have a feeling.
I've been just looking at his face. Maybe not, but he looks a little bit like that.
Like his expressions and everything like that. Like he doesn't seem like he wants to be here anymore. Like I'm with you on that, Robo. I agree with you.
He's sick of He's gotten frustrated with the injuries. He's gotten sick with some of the things that have gone down. I think he's gonna. I don't want to call him a quitter, but I could see him finally just getting pissed off after 5 years and say, you know what, this is not going to work. I'm not going to waste any more time with the 49ers. I'm going to just go ahead and move out and give them the chance to get another person in here.
Yeah, but if Trent Williams and Jimmy Garoppolo are down this Sunday, we are in serious trouble.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say.
Well.
And just be careful what you wish for. That's kind of all I wanted to implant in people's heads tonight. And
thanks, Joe.
You're gonna make your own. You're gonna make your own beds with that.
I was gonna have evening pancakes until you started this. Now I don't even want them. No nuts and bananas. Just go to bed. All right. Show, thank you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. Shout out to the TNT fam. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great night. And don't come in here and saying, "Oh, you're not fans if you're criticizing Kyle Shanahan's record." No, real fans do criticize our own team and look at it objectively. Like not everything is rainbows and lollipops and unicorns and your fan and in your fantasy line it may be, but in ours we're real. So we've been fans for a long time.
Oh God.
And we've been watching this game for a long time. So shout out to the TNT fam. You'll have a great night. Come at me. All right, I'm ready for it. Y'all take care and have a great night.
Go ahead with your bad self.
I mean,
right,
it's the truth. It's the truth, Rombo. That's all facts right there. That is all facts right there.
All right. I'll tell you
There's nothing wrong with that I said.
I know.
What Trez said.
Yes. All right, so let me see you Wednesday.
All right.
Okay.
Shout out to the TNT fam. All right, y'all take care.
All right. All right. The lights have come back on. And let's just get back in Joyland as the Grim Reaper has just left. Jesus, Joe. Hey, just in time. Imagine thinking that Kyle and John should be fired. LMFA. Oh, really? Like, seriously, I can't with y'all sometimes. Y'all give me headaches, night and migraines. And Clarence Williams says, start Trey Lance. Jimmy's not pocket mobile right now. Oh, Clarence, if that's all there was to being successful, is not being a pocket quarterback, I'll take him all day, but that's not where it ends or begins. Hey, Emilio. Clarence, thanks for that contribution, though. Emilio.
What's happening?
Emilio, we going back to the old days. You know what I'm saying? Like way back in 2014.
Well, you know what? Not yet. Not yet.
Not so bad yet.
Not yet, but well, you know what? Before we start, I think 2 questions for you. What is Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, and Ben Roethlisberger all have in common, and Dak Prescott? What do they all have in common?
Oh, as soon as you said Dak Prescott, I was going to say Hall of Fame, but Dak ain't going to no Hall of Fame. I have no idea. They all get paid a lot?
They all started their rookie year.
Oh, yeah.
And none of them had problems. You know, we can say at least 2 of those guys have won Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And Kyler Murray looks like he's on his way as of now, but not yet. You know, it's still early.
But Kyler Murray, that boy.
Yeah,
man.
you need to stop saying. You personally, need to stop saying it's gonna mess up Trey Lance if he starts. That needs to stop because we done seen it happen and sign another team. Russell Wilson had a pretty good season.
I could be wrong.
Ben had a good season.
I ain't claiming to be no authority on that
like
one.
I said, especially Dak. Dak had a good season his first year as a rookie.
Okay, but wait, I just want to say one thing about
and
that.
Why, and I'm going to tell you why. But
Dak
look, hold on.
had the greatest
wait.
offensive line I've ever seen.
I was getting there.
Okay, go ahead.
There. That's what I was getting. I said, and he had talent around him. So you think about it. Trey actually does have talent. Our line may not be the best, but he has talent around him. Our receivers, besides the running backs at this point in our line, he does have talent around him. There's no way he cannot succeed. Yes, like I said, he looks.
Well, we're going to see this weekend.
Potential.
Yeah, we're going to find out. Because Jimmy ain't starting. That you don't get over that kind of injury in a week. So I figured Jimmy's out. He may be out there for emergency purposes.
Jimmy's pride is hurt. He's done. He's not coming back. If he does, Shanahan be stupid. Now then, he needs to get fired. Like I said, Shanahan needs to let his little pride go. You know, the reason talking about Trey didn't do so good because the game plan wasn't around Trey. It was
that's true, though.
Now game plan.
But Kyle should have had it prepared, though. Don't have him sitting there not ready. You know that definitely goes on Kyle.
Then that goes back to being Shanahan being stupid. Dude, you know Jimmy's injury prone. We had injuries with Jimmy. Why are you not going to have this man prepared?
Mm-hmm.
That's another fault. You know, that's Shanahan's fault. And what was the best time Shanahan? What was the first time Shanahan had the best season of his life? What was he doing?
Well, you say the best season of his life? You talking about 2019, or you talking about when he was in Atlanta?
There you go. In Atlanta, right? Who did he have? What was he doing besides being a coordinator? What was he doing? What was he having?
He was an OC. I see where you're going now. Okay. He was the OC.
But no, he was an OC, right?
Yeah.
But no. Okay, that's because he was OC, right? But what was he having Matt Ryan doing? Throwing the ball. Not running it, throwing it. You have a quarterback that can throw now. Exactly. Not running the ball. Throwing the ball. Yes, they had.
And because Dan Quinn's head coach and Kaz was coming in there playing with the like a computer game. Exactly.
They were still throwing the ball. You need to stop doing this run game. He's not his dad. You know, like I said it the other day, he's not his dad.
But he
doesn't have Terrell Davis. Well, he needs to stop that. He needs to stop thinking he has Terrell Davis on the field and John Elway. Throw the damn ball. John Elway throw the ball. Now you have Trey. Throw the ball. Like I said, that thing, you know, running the ball on first down. You know what? That was bad. You should have just thrown it. It was first down. Just throw it. Don't run it. I mean, I understand you're trying to ease Trey into the game, but forget that. Throw the ball. It was first down. Why not throw it? What's going to happen? Throw an interception? Didn't matter anyway. Not that we were playing so good by the time we got to halftime. We were playing like crap. We got one touchdown and we were playing like crap after that.
Well, you know, like everybody always says, Kyle has trust issues. You know, everybody said the reason why Jimmy didn't do anything because he didn't trust Jimmy, and he don't trust. You
like
gotta
I
get
said,
a quarterback you
everybody says
trust.
he's this guru. Throw the damn ball. So
Yeah.
what? When you want to trust it. You want to trust your quarterback. Make him throw the ball.
Yeah, and see if he can do it or not. You know?
You can't hope. You trying to put like what baby bumpers on the road. Let's just run the ball. Let's easy to see what happens. No, throw that damn ball. You supposedly drafted this man because you wanted somebody that can scramble like Jackson and throw the ball like Breeze. So you have that now, supposedly what you're seeing and what you say. So then do it. Throw the ball.
A subject for another day because we're going to go, but I got to tell you something, man. I'm concerned now if it is true that Kyle had to be talked out of getting Mac Jones. I figure Kyle's mouth is watering at the mouth when he looked at what Mac Jones did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And I said that's got to be BS. I'm starting to wonder now. We'll see as the season goes on. If he starts to trust Trey Lance a little more.
But what came out of it, like I said, it may be true, it may be not. But what came out of his mouth, I want a quarterback that can throw like Breeze and run like Jackson. So supposedly you have
he did say that.
Now do it.
Yeah.
So
he's
whatever else
still
going on, throw the damn ball.
He's still set in his ways, I can tell, though. All right, well, you know what? We're going to go. Wednesday,
then,
let's see.
At that point, honestly, I get that. Honestly, at this point, if he doesn't fix that shit, you need to fire the man. Like I said, as much as I like him, you're not your dad, dude. Throw the damn ball. It's a throwing league now. It's not about running backs anymore. Yeah. Throw the ball. You need to throw the ball. You have receivers for a reason.
That's true. All right, fam. I'm going to see you Wednesday. There's so many things that go through the mind of a 49er fan right now, and I got like a million thoughts too. I just can't imagine which one's right, though. So I'm not going to lean on anything yet. I'm going to be like Ellis just said a little while ago, be careful what you say right now. And come back, and later on, you'll be trying to explain yourself, right? Tony Nagatani. If the Niners D plays at the same level it did last week against Seattle, the 49ers will defeat the Cardinals. Oh, it's a positive thought. That's to offset everything that Big Show came in here and did. That was Big Show. That was just mean. Tony, thanks for that contribution to those wonderful words. You know what I'm saying? Smith, that's you're damn right. Ronbo loves Jimmy. Exclamation point, B.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? He's my quarterback. I ain't
regardless
no
of
hater.
his injury.
You know, I don't understand
Here's
these people.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the silver lining in it all, though, Ronbo. Yep. And I noticed this when I was watching that game. Jimmy, yeah, you could tell his confidence is hurt. His whole hero attitude, gone.
Yeah.
But you know who stepped up and brought back the game? Trey Lance. Mm-hmm. And here's something that I want a lot of the fans to look at. Yeah, when he throws passes, it looks ugly. But the man can throw. I mean, he somehow managed to force the ball 36 yards to Deebo Samuel for a 76-yard touchdown. Come on. Imagine if he threw that thing straight. It'll be just like how...
He just needs work, Steven. I agree.
Ronbo, that comes with time. Now, here's the thing, though. I agree with a lot of the fans. You know, Kyle Shanahan has a losing record with the 49ers. You can see his confidence kind of gone, too. Now,
I'm scared he's going to quit.
Who are we going to replace? Hey, if he quits, I mean, shit. That's more money in Jed's pocket to walk out for. Let him quit. Let him do his thing. Let him walk out. But you know what? If we're going to replace him, I agree with a few callers back. The one coach I want is from the Chargers. Look at how good the Chargers have come along. If I'm not mistaken, I think they beat the Raiders today.
Did they? Does anybody know who won that game?
City.
Yeah. That means there's...
My thing is the Chargers are the unsung hero of the franchise right now. Well, out of the whole NFL, I should say. Now, if we picked up a coach from the Chargers and brought him into the 49ers offensive line, I swear to God, we would have a great team. We would have a beautiful team. Now, do I agree with Big Show of whether or not someone's going to want to keep Trey Lance? Hell yeah. Why would you get rid of Trey? Why would you get rid of Trey just to spend more time trying to get another QB?
He's just saying traditionally new coaches always come in and they want their guy. But you know what? Whoever they interview, they would say, we want to keep Trey Lance. Is that okay with you? That could be a pivotal factor as far as who they hire if they do end up going the route that people are already talking about.
Well, you know who I see not getting fired? John Lynch. You know why?
Okay.
Because he picked Aaron Banks, he picked Trey Lance, and he picked, I think, who else was it? Sermon or Mitch? I can't remember who else. But he also has a Hall of Fame jacket on him, which gives a lot of leeway. He can throw that thing around like, oh, you're going to fire me? I'm a Hall of Fame general manager. If you're going to get rid of me,
good.
You're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So,
by the way, the Chargers
did win. He has a track record of picking good players. You know who doesn't have a track record of good players being drafted? Kyle Shanahan.
I know, but Steven, wait. I just want to ask you a question right there. How do we know who picked who?
Go ahead.
I have a feeling that they collaborate on those picks. I just want to say, in fairness, I don't know if we can actually put the onus all on Kyle Shanahan for all the bad picks, because he may have picked out George Kittle as well. And, it's a balancing act. The draft is a crapshoot every time.
Here's the thing, Ronbo. In 2019, I'm going to go back to 2019 when Tom Brady was still on the market, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They looked at the videos of Tom Brady throwing all his games, and collectively, all the coaches, including Kyle Shanahan, said, no, he's just not going to work out for us. What happened? He goes into Tampa Bay and trounces Kansas City. That should spell the end right there. Kyle Shanahan's decision-making is questionable at max.
Steven, okay, one question on that, though. You know what, when you're picking out players, especially kids out of school, that's got to be, you can't apply any science to it. You can't use any they've got formulas you can use, but they often fail. They don't give you, it's not an exact science, right? So you get a kid in here, he's got mental issues, he's got this, he's got that. Look at Reuben Foster, prime example of a fantastic athlete, great football player, but his head is in the wrong place. Says, I still know how you.
Without a doubt. But, Ronbo, you have to know that going in. When you pick a draft, you have to know what this player is and out. You can't just be like, hey, you know what? You, off the street, come with me. No, look at how all the draft picks have come along. Look at how every player has come along. They either go by your injury history, your performance, and how you are. It's almost like a job interview. It's legit like a job interview when you get put in. Now, I think, and I'll be real with you, this game coming up for the Cardinals, whether or not we win or lose, if Trey Lance starts, this man's going to grow to be a fantastic QB. I'm straight up, because there's no other possibility for him to learn what it's like to fully play in the NFL against any other team other than the Cardinals defense. Chandler Jones, Buda Baker, J.J. Watt. Who else do I need to throw on there? If he's going to learn, he's going to learn fast with that team. Look at how he was with Seattle.
And you know that
look at how he was with Seattle. Look at how many mistakes he was making and how fast he changed.
The lone unbeaten team, Steven. That's the Cardinals, and here we come. Here we come at this particular time. It's just perfect timing, right? But let's see. As long as Trey is not overwhelmed by what's about to happen here, I just want to remain cool, remain calm, go in there and be Trey Lance. Don't worry about anything else. He talks with a lot of confidence. I hope he keeps that, because I think his time is coming up.
You know how we talked about his captain mentality in college?
Yeah.
I saw that captain mentality during Seattle.
Yeah. We're going to see.
I don't know if anyone else saw it.
And get his mind ready between now and Sunday. Could be a big boom. We got to go, though, Steven. We're going to run out of time. Good stuff, as usual. I'll be looking for you Wednesday. All right.
I'll see you Wednesday, Ronbo. Have a good night, all right?
You too. Thanks, Steven. Yeah, Adam Schefter, NFL's lone unbeaten team, is now the AZ Cardinals. Whew. I didn't even know that. I didn't know the Chargers lost the game already. Oh, yeah, they lost to the Cowboys, of all people. Tony Nagatani! Tony says, if San Francisco has Sermon, Mitchell, and Lance running the ball with Kittle and Juice blocking, the Niners will have a more potent running offense than the Ravens. Tony, call Kyle Shanahan. Mitchell's got to be ready to go this week. I think he was almost ready this past week. If I could only get Hasty involved. Jeffrey Wilson Jr. Oh, God, we compete. Salvador.
What's up, brother Ronbo?
Oh, Sal, man, we're sitting here, man, because you know, Big Show came in here and poured water all over the fire. We're trying to start it back up again. Ground's all wet. But you know, Sal, you know, the thing is, as we look at everything that we're up against and what we just came through, and everybody's starting to aim their rifle at Kyle Shanahan, where are you on all these matters?
Man, I'm kind of torn, Ronbo, to be honest, because like the offense is really like underperforming, and we're not really like showing up in these big games, and especially home games of all places. We're not winning at home, which is like really frustrating, and I'm really like being frustrated with it's kind of 2 back-to-back years, Ronbo. This is kind of how we started last year.
Yep, exactly.
Injuries and too many, honestly, 2 meaningless wins against meaningless teams.
Like last year, Jets and Giants.
Like last year, yeah. We went over there, we fucking whooped
Lions
them.
and Eagles.
We whooped New York, both of them. We stayed in New York and we whooped them both. And then over here, yeah, we're whooping on the last place Lions and the last place Eagles. Even though the Eagles,
and had to fight to beat them both.
They seem to be a good team.
Oh,
and yeah, we barely beat them both. So it's like it's looking bad, Ronbo. But I'm not the real type of fan to like ask for a coach's job because I don't know who the hell is out there, Ronbo. Off the top of my head, it's just the enemy, the fucking Brian Daboll.
Tony laid a list out.
No, like bunch of nobodies. They're a bunch of nobodies, Ronbo. Yeah. You want to replace the offensive coordinator with an offensive coordinator?
Yeah, well,
like,
yeah.
What the hell? Like,
there is that,
dude. Like, no, go for a defensive coach. Go for a proven head coach if you're gonna make a change. But that's not gonna happen because they're inked in to Trey Lance for at least 2 years. I don't know where we're gonna get that draft capital back. I'm scared shitless, Ronbo, thinking about a top 10 pick not going to us. Can you imagine that? The Dolphins or whoever has our first round pick.
As soon as I heard about
Can you imagine that?
us getting rid of all them draft picks, I passed out. So Trey
what needs to happen,
has
Ronbo,
to work out.
Yes.
He has to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Trey has to work out. You lost 2 first-round drafts. I'm not going to say 3 because all we did was trade places. But 2 first rounds. Next 2 years, no draft pick in the first round for you 49ers. So that's really scary.
Yeah, those 2 first rounds, they don't make a difference if we're in the playoffs. But, honestly, Ronbo, that's if we're in the playoffs. And, I'm going to be real. I'm not trying to be a Trey Lance hater, but that dude did not look ready coming off the bench. He looked real jittery, even more jittery than what Jimmy looked on his bad day.
He's not
dude, he's throwing ducks out there, Ronbo. He's throwing shit in the ground, overthrowing guys. And even Jimmy, too. I'm not trying to, give him excuses. What the hell was he doing? When did he get hurt? He's overthrowing guys
after the first
all
series.
The time. Yeah, right.
With Jimmy, I don't know what he's doing. He said he got hurt after that first series. He looked good in that first drive, and then all of a sudden,
he did. Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy, what?
But no points from our offense the whole first half.
Well, we got 7
our defense
in the first drive.
Yeah, our defense was doing good, Ronbo. But even with the defense, that's another question too. Are we not making adjustments? Are they just freaking playing duck the first fucking drive until D'Amico Ryans could play his whole drive and he could play his whole cards? What the hell's happening?
Sal, but you know what? I'm going to tell you, man, I think we got enough veterans on that field. Those guys on defense, Fred, Jimmy, Kwaski, sometimes I look at those dudes and I say, you guys don't need D'Amico to actually hold your hand on every damn situation. You guys know what to do. You've done it before. Sometimes I don't want to blame D'Amico, but I do because I know he's maybe not quite ready for prime time. He's got to learn some things. He'll get up to speed maybe by week 8. But, Jimmy Ward, come on, man. You know what to do, dude. Oh, I still know.
Man, yeah. But, aside from defense, because defense is not even the main problem, but even though we are allowing, a lot of big plays. But the dude, Richard Hightower needs to get the special teams, down, Ronbo. That cost us the game.
Oh, yes.
Dude, when you lose games to special teams, and honestly, you could just forget all the quarterback BS. You could put this straight on special teams, and I could put it. I'm gonna sound like a hater, but I could put it on Trent Cannon. That guy was fucking up the whole game.
I know.
The running back.
I was
supporting
him like crazy too.
Dude, right?
God.
First 2 games, but from not downing the punt to not like hustling after the guy muffed the fumble to muffing the fumble to letting it bounce out off of your one and getting some stupid ass field position, like 4 fucking plays off of the top of my head, Rumble. That guy
Keep him at a 20-yard.
And it reminded me of Kyle Williams. Like, dude, the whole game.
Everybody thought.
Bad.
I heard his name was running through the chat like crazy. You're blaming the right guy, though. Special teams coach, what are you doing? What made him get up thinking he could run with the ball?
Like Richard Hightower, I like that. Shut up. When I like that coach, like, you hear that, Ronbo? Even my dog's shit. He's mad. He's over here barking it up.
He's right, too. God, put a 49er cap on his head. Because you know what?
Yeah,
Hightower was responsible for
like,
why did he think he could get up with... I'm looking at Hawks fans standing all around this dude. Where are you going? Cover the ball.
Nah.
Oh.
Like we just gotta look ourselves in the mirror. Like, don't start playing blame, but just put the blame on yourself on all 3 phases. Offense need to play better. Defense, you need to keep that intensity up the whole game. And then special teams, you just gotta do your job. What the hell is wrong with our kicker? That guy's pulling. Did he kick the field goal? The first extra point, Rombo? How did he get 7 points?
Robbie had nothing to do with the game. It was all about Wisnowski because Robbie got hurt.
Well, he kicked the first one. I didn't even see that.
He did.
I didn't see him kick the first extra point.
And from there on,
oh my God,
it was over. So let me see Wednesday and see if we get some kind of good news before Big Show comes back in here and turns all the lights out. All right.
Yeah, well, we'll see, Ronbo, because I keep saying it every week. We're getting injuries and injuries after every week, so we'll see what's up. Hey, but you hang in there, Ronbo. You hang in there. We got to fight for it. I love Lance, but that guy, man, he needs some polishing.
Yeah,
he's not ready.
He's gonna get ready. He'll get there.
Yep, for sure.
All right, fam. See you Wednesday.
All right, Ronbo. You take care.
You too, fam. And Justin has come in, and I'm sure he has some things he wants to say. Justin.
Imagine, out of all the bullshit I've ever, and I'm sorry for this, but out of all the bullcrap I've heard throughout this week, imagine saying Kyle and John should be fired. Imagine thinking that. Imagine. You guys need to realize that we let these 2 people go. Teams will be calling for them to service their team. That's how important Kyle Shanahan is to all NFL. Just how the coaching tree he went through, McVay, LaFleur, they all are important players, important people, not players, but even John. You let him go, the teams are going to call him because they're going to want. They saw how improvement the 49ers went from then to now, and now how they're drafting.
Okay, that's a good
Kittle,
point there.
Fred Warner.
Very good point.
So DeAndre Lenore, Ambry Thomas, the running backs, Sermon, other, I just don't get it. I just don't get it where y'all, asking. Let's say, he's going to be on chopping block. Really? So why did they give him a 6-year contract? Why?
Jed loves him. I don't look for Jed to say anything. He loves him.
Why?
I think Jed likes football people. They're really football people. Justin, if we were all standing in heaven next to John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, and from the pearly gates they ask him, all right, John, you and Kyle did some of the worst things that have ever happened to San Francisco 49ers. You guys have any explanation for that? And what they're going to say is injuries. So I look at that, and I don't know what you can do about that, Justin. How do you address your frontline players going down year after year after year? Is there something we're doing wrong with the strength group? Or I don't understand why we have to have this happen. And we can't lose 1 or 2 people. We got to lose double digits every year. We're not done yet. It's week 4.
Literally, the only thing I'm holding them accountable for is not addressing the cornerback position. That's it. The only thing I'm holding them accountable for is the cornerback position. We all knew going into the season the cornerback issue was going to be an issue. Regardless if we
what would you have done different?
Had all those players. Yeah. So that's the only issue.
Yeah. Aaron Banks, okay. Would you have taken a cornerback top of the 2nd round?
Yes. I would. Asante Samuel Jr. was right in our laps, and we took Aaron Banks. You know,
Wait,
and that's the
whoa, Justin, wait,
question.
Did Asante did he get picked up in the second round? I thought he was first round.
I think it was third.
No.
He was third.
Was he? Chat, help us with this. Confirm.
He was. I don't remember. All I know is that we took Aaron Banks before the Chargers took. We had to pick before the Chargers, and we took Aaron Banks, and then the Chargers picked up Asante. That's what I remember. So,
I forgot. I didn't even pay any attention.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I get it, and like. I get what they were trying to do, you know, because the O-line has been an issue for so many years. So I get that they needed to do a reach with Notre Dame's Aaron Banks, and Aaron Banks did look good in college. But the problem is, he's not on the field right now.
I still reverse it. I take an offensive lineman in the third round. I'm going to go research and see what third round offensive linemen were picked up, if any, and I want to know because they said that this year didn't have any offensive linemen worth a damn, right? So it was rich though. With cornerbacks. I got to go check that out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wait. I thought they was taken before Aaron Banks, but we dropped down. Yeah, we dropped down. Okay. But still, we still had a shot at him, and we dropped down and let the Chargers take him. That still stinks. It's going to stink for so many years. I already know. It's going to be one of those things you're like, should have, could have, would have, had. So,
Justin, Ambry Thomas Ambry's going to come around within the next 4 weeks. You notice I'm laughing as I say that.
I can't, man.
Come on, Ambry.
And then, you know, if this is Jimmy Garoppolo's last game as a 49er, I just want to say thank you. That's it. You know, everybody's like, oh, you know, if you're wishing bad, if you're wishing for this to happen, shame on you, okay? Shame on you, okay? This guy's a human being before he's an NFL player, and the fact that if this is his last game, I'm gonna say thank you. You know, thank you to Jimmy for everything he's done, and you know, I'll ride with. Like I said from the beginning of the season, I'll ride with whoever's under center. If it is Trey, then I'm riding with Trey. If it's Jimmy, it's under Jimmy. You know, people can say whatever they want. So. That sucks that he had to get injured to make this Trace team. So that does suck.
Justin, it's going to work itself out. It's week 4. For some reason, I still think the 49ers are going to snap out of it and start playing great football. And it could be as early as this weekend because they've got to be tired of being.
And I'm going to the Colts game.
Are you?
And I will be at that Colts game.
We're winning that game. It could be 2 in a row for the 49ers.
Firsthand.
And then all of a sudden, Shanahan will be everybody's favorite coach again.
Yeah.
Ah, God. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. And this old line, man. Oh, God.
Justin, it'll get better. So, we got to go, Justin. I'll see you Wednesday and see what develops. Okay.
All right, y'all take care of yourself. Y'all be safe.
Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, just
you're working
keep being
hard
faithful
out there.
and never give up on your team.
Yeah.
So
right.
right, be faithful, everybody.
Night, Justin. And Viraj says, fire Kyle so Seahawks can pick him up. They pick up everything else we do. Richard Ray Archuleta. Richard, we're seeing you a lot these days, too. I'm really mad about the 49ers losing to the Hawks. I really hate that team. Oh, Richard, you know, man. That's why. And the thing is, they look like wimps. If we just could have kept the intensity up that we started the game with on both offense and defense, that would have been a rout. Tony! Tony! Tony gets, he gets caught up in domestic chores. He's probably racing from the kitchen with getting that apron on as he rolls. He was washing dishes. Tony! Hey, Mark! Oh, God. Mark! Are we having phone issues? But I got to tell you, one of the most interesting things, area code 425, hello. 425.
Hello.
Oh, there's 425. Hello, 425. Am I right? Area code 425. What is your name?
Yes, sir. It's Brian.
You say Brian?
Yep.
Hey, Brian, come on in. It's the day after a 49 loss. We seem to be getting used to this now, 2 weeks in a row. Brian, we're talking about some of the things that took place yesterday. Kyle Shanahan is being blamed for just about everything that Jimmy Garoppolo's not being blamed for. Brian, what did you take from this game? You want to share with us? I mean, are you keeping Kyle Shanahan as coach if we don't have 10 or 11 wins or more? We got to finish over 500 by a certain margin. Yes, Brian.
Well, I think if we don't make the playoffs, he's gone. Even a loss in the divisional round, I think he's gone. Okay. He's got to go.
Yeah. Who are you going to pick up, though? I mean, have you been doing any shopping? Any potentials?
What do you think about Joe Brady?
Did you say who? Did you say Tom Brady?
No, Joe Brady.
Joe Brady. Who is Joe Brady?
Yeah. What do you think about Joe Brady?
Yeah, I don't know who is Joe Brady. I don't know who that is.
God, people have been throwing his name around. I think he's the offensive coordinator for. I'm blanking now. Someone in the chat got to help me out.
I gotta go check that. I'll check that out later. What are some of the things that stand out with him as far as you're concerned that would apply to the 49ers to get us beyond where we are now?
Well, I think everyone's been saying kind of the same thing, right? People are blaming Jimmy. People are blaming Kyle.
Nobody's blaming John Lynch,
man,
though. Could Joe work with John Lynch? LSU coach.
Well,
Bob Mooney says LSU. Joe Brady, the guy with the voice. That's his name.
Yeah.
I forgot about. Every time he talks, it floors me. It sounds like a real tough guy. But I love the way he talks. I love
That's
it.
right, Ronbo. You got it.
But he is. He does bring fire. Him and Kasurik together would be awesome, actually.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we all know Kyle's he's got a good offensive mind, right? We can all agree on that. But I think he's lost the locker room a little bit. I don't know if you saw after the game what our middle linebacker Warner.
Okay, yeah, Fred.
Did you see the black Kaepernick jersey he was wearing after the game at the presser?
Was he wearing a Kaepernick jersey? I didn't notice. I saw him standing there. I wasn't really paying attention to what he was wearing. Was he wearing a Kaepernick? But you know what?
Ronbo, that's the first thing I noticed. I was watching the presser. I listened to Kyle, and then I saw Fred, and that's the first thing I thought. And I don't think it's a coincidence that he was wearing. I mean, when have you ever seen Fred wear another player's jersey?
Any controversial
or just
jersey.
a jersey in general?
Wait. When you say Kaepernick jersey, are you talking about his number or was his face on a T-shirt? I saw him talking. Yeah, go ahead.
So the front had number 7 on the front.
Yeah.
And it was all blacked out Kaepernick jersey. And at the end, he turns around to make sure the media saw the Kaepernick on the back of the jersey.
But that could be political overtones too. I don't know exactly where that energy is going, though.
I think it could be both, Ronbo. I think it's political, and I think he's just, as the defensive captain, I think he's just saying, like, hey, man, we played our asses off today, and the offense let us down. I think he's a little fed up, and I think this might be a hot take. I don't know how other people feel about this, but I think it's a little bit of both. Just frustration. You know, I think it's a long shot, I'll admit, but I don't know. An all-black Kaepernick jersey, Ronbo. I mean, that's.
Why would you wear that to a press
conference? He chose to wear that.
Yeah. I say, political unrest is something I really don't want to see get loose in that locker room. They've been all positive. Then supporting Kaepernick's positive as well. But I hopefully they don't focus on football while you're at the facility. And then if you got anything else going on outside of football like that, let's not bring things into the locker room that may offend your neighbor or your player next to you or something like that. I mean, I know they got a right to do whatever they want to do, but you want to keep harmony as much as you can. I don't know if anybody dislikes Kaepernick, but I just like to see that kind of thing stay under wraps. We'll see. if that has the implications that you're thinking too.
Yeah, I just think I don't know. You think that locker room is a little? What do they feel about this whole quarterback controversy? Yeah, and now that they're losing too. I mean, we all know losing just kind of makes everything worse.
It cultivates rage and anger. I don't know. You hear reports about the locker room, and they did once upon a time support Jimmy coming into the season. Support Jimmy. One of the reasons why Kyle was compelled also to not go there and leave that like it was, according to some reports. I don't know where those people got those reports. Guys like Trent Williams, and guys like that, they're going to want to stay with the guy that's already picked. It's not easy to trust a rookie if you're a veteran, especially at this point in your career. You're not in for a rebuild or watch this kid grow. You want to go with the guy that's already achieved things, albeit Jimmy hasn't achieved anything more than attending a Super Bowl. But at the same time, he knows what he's doing mostly. And I guess that's what's going to be between veteran players. I could be wrong, though, Brian. I don't know. That's just my thinking on that. So we'll see what happens, though. This weekend.
And I mean, if Kyle wasn't here, who would you have as head coach? Do you have anyone in mind?
I'm still on the Kyle train. Give me a few weeks, and if he really bothers me, I'll start looking at names. Tony Nagatani came up with some names tonight I didn't know about. I'm going to check those guys out too. I've heard about Dable before. We'll see.
There's Bieniemy too.
Bieniemy. I don't know if he's head coach. We got to be careful about bringing guys in here that are head coaches versus OCs. We just went through an OC. Now you want to get another OC? I like Joe Brady because he is a head coach and he's got a lot of fire. He'd bring a personality to San Francisco that we've never seen. I like him. Hey,
we need that, Ronbo. We need that CEO type. Do you agree?
Yeah.
We need the CEO type.
All right, Phil.
Right? I mean, as much as you don't like Seattle, but it's Pete Carroll.
I know. Pete Carroll, I hate him all you like, but he gets it done. All right, fam. Nice to meet you, Brian. We'll be back Wednesday if you got time. All right?
Oh, yeah. I'll be back.
All right. Looking for you. Appreciate you, fam. Have a great night. And Big Show, let's see. Joe Brady has turned Sam Darnold around, offensive coordinator for the Panthers. Wait a minute. Am I getting Joe Brady? Am I getting the wrong guy? I thought somebody said he was LSU's current coach. Show? Is that right? Joe Brady is doing a good job, if that's his name. I saw him on television doing an interview. If that's his name? Doing an interview. And he does seem like he's getting things done with the Panthers. They're winning games, and Darnold does look good. Where are we going here? Okay. Let's take and see if Tony's done with the laundry. Tony!
You got dope.
Tony, I feel your pain. I've been there, done that. Everybody's sitting down and dinner's done. Who go wash the dishes? Well, you asked. Why don't you go wash the dishes? I was just saying. I wouldn't. I didn't want to. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Well, Tony,
how's it going?
It's terrible because, Tony, it's so funny because going in every week, I always anticipate the 49ers are going to pick it up and get it going. And then I look up and I see it's the Cardinals, right? It's like, Tony, you played ball before. The team that you fear but you want to beat so bad. As a martial artist, I remember I used to knowing coming up in tournaments who I was going to have to deal with. Track and field. Them dudes that were had a head on top of just nothing but legs. That feeling, I hate it. It fires you up, but I don't want to live with it for between now and the time. So I'm worried about the Cardinals.
I got some more bad news for you. You remember how I was telling you how Isaiah Simmons, who I like a lot, that second-year guy out of Clemson.
Yeah.
They had that linebacker that had him playing inside with the zone.
Yeah.
They moved him to the outside to put Jordan Hicks inside.
Oh.
So he's been playing outside linebacker using that speed.
No.
So, good luck.
Man. And that defense is getting better. At the beginning of the year, that was not the most terrorizing thing about the Cardinals. Their offense was. Now, all of a sudden, they woke up A.J. Green. I said, you know what? Anybody that thought A.J. Green was just coming over there for novelty and to pick up a ring along with J.J., boy, y'all better think again.
Remember, I told you in the summertime. I said AJ Green's not done. I knew it.
He proved that.
And Ronbo, the caller is like about 4 or 5 callers back. He was talking about when Kyle Shanahan was with the Falcons.
Yeah.
He said, and yeah, we mostly passed. We led the league in passing.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons were 5th in rushing, 5th in the whole NFL in running the football. Devontae Freeman had 1,100 yards, and Tevin Coleman had over 500 yards rushing.
If I'm not mistaken, Devontae led the league that year in rushing. See, people need to understand you need to have a run game for an offensive aerial attack to really be fully effective. You don't just be throwing the ball like some people think you do. It's ain't Dallas. And you know what? Dak's going to get his butt beat. Keep doing that. Throwing the ball 50 and 60 times a week.
Yeah, actually, he didn't lead the league in rushing, Devontae Freeman. I think Ezekiel Elliott did. That was his last good year, 2016.
Mm-hmm. They were rookie and co-rookie of the year that year. The Dak and Zeke combination was just tough.
Yeah.
But look at the offensive line they had. I believe any two people could have done the same thing. That offensive line was giving them all day, putting holes out there for Zeke to run through. Oh man!
And I can't believe their defense has gotten good, and they lead the league in takeaways. They just burned them off bridges, man.
Look what they got for coaching.
I talked about the defense. Yeah, man. And man, your chat, man. Now they want your coach fired. Just like Matt Ryan today. I got into it with a couple of them today.
Tony,
I'm like, Matt Ryan threw 4 touchdowns and no interceptions, and y'all want him gone. It wasn't his fault. It's the defense. And
Tony,
your guys want Jimmy G gone. Yes.
Tony, you're not getting rid of the management over in Atlanta, are you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Anybody talking like that? Because you just picked up this management,
it's a new regime. Yeah, we just replaced everybody. So it's a new regime in Atlanta. But now they want Matt Ryan gone. And now they're getting on Calvin Ridley because he had like 4 drops yesterday. He can't be a number 1. I'm like, did you guys watch the same game I did? We put 30 points on the board, and they came back on us again. It was the defense. Ronbo, how many you guys got any interceptions?
No, wait a minute. Let me think about that for a second. No, we don't have one. We haven't picked off one pass yet. Fam, am I right? I mean, I don't think we got one INT. We've got a couple. Jimmy's got 2. But we have not collected any INTs. I don't believe we collected any fumbles either.
We collected a couple fumbles, but we dropped 4 interceptions yesterday. All drops. We don't have any. And your fan base, they need to stop it, Ronbo. Jimmy G is 24-10 as a starter. You know what you guys are without Jimmy G?
It's real
7-27.
Yeah.
7-27.
If Jimmy G could stay off the IR or the injury list for 5 minutes, that boy would be tough. And, he was ready to roll yesterday. He came out smoking in that first quarter series. He just drove that ball down the field, bam, 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 into the touchdown. I said, damn. Okay, maybe Jimmy's ready to play today. And then, according to him, he came up with a pain in his leg. Jimmy, oh, no. You got to have a leg replant, 2 leg replants. Jimmy, come on, man. It's always your legs.
I saw some on the bottom line here on the NFL Network. It said Jimmy G, the probability of him playing is good, but they didn't specify what the injury was.
Calf.
They showed that tonight during the game.
Well, you know what? The theory is going around. Jimmy G he ain't hurt. That sucker got benched. You know what's so funny? I ain't gonna lie, Tony. When he came out the game, I was sitting on there. Jimmy, he ain't hurt. Jimmy's saving face. He says, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Jimmy, I'm his biggest support. Me and his mama is his biggest supporters because I don't believe his daddy and his brothers like him either. But you know what?
Well, actually,
go ahead.
Chad Garrison got out of the chat, Ronbo, because he's pissed off at your chat. And I defended Chad because of earlier tonight because everybody wants Jimmy G out of there in chat. I told the guys, Chad Garrison's right. Jimmy G should be playing. You guys will win with Jimmy G. Y'all need to stop it. Trey Lance is not ready yet.
Yeah, Trey is. He needs a little training. I know he's not expected to come in and just blaze things up. A lot of people expected that, but a lot of that's because they don't appreciate Jimmy. So we'll bring a Pee Wee Herman. If he put on a 49er uniform, they'd select him over Jimmy. It's not about Trey completely. It's about Jimmy. We'll take anybody but Jimmy.
Yeah.
So.
And Ronbo, you guys got to take Brandon Ayuk off of kickoff returns. He should be returning kickoff.
Oh, did you see that? Damn near killed him. Knocked his helmet, flew up in the air. I said, Kyle, don't. And then Cannon comes in and coughs the ball up. I know, right?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Travis, I don't know what's going on with Travis Benjamin. Tony, we're out of time. I love talking to you. We go on all night. It's fun talking around the league, too.
Sir.
I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, if you got time.
Yes, sir. Wednesday, yes, sir. You had me cracking up. You were talking about your schedule. You said, oh, yeah, we got to play that dumpster fire in Indy.
They're in big trouble. They look worse than us.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
All right, Tony.
Wednesday, sir.
Green light
and
to
one
you.
more thing. No Larry Hoover and no Ray Carlos. I was waiting on them all night. They did not show up.
That's why I couldn't wait to get in here tonight, because I knew we would have to look at the Raiders. They got peed on. 3-0 with that fake Derek Carr. Well, I'm gonna do everything I can. All we gotta do is we gotta win them. We gotta win whatever it takes. I don't worry about accolades, and I ain't worried about nobody's fantasy football team. We're just out here to win. Hey, Derek, I need to remind you, you're from Bakersfield, California, man. What's up? Thanks, Tony. I'll see you Wednesday.
Good night, sir.
Good night. And Black Goldberg. Oh, Dre Greenlaw. Matt Gaskell, thanks. Dre Greenlaw, pick 6. The opening game. Thank you. We got one. Okay. Goldberg, come on in here with your dark self.
Yo, Ronbo, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. Well,
man, goddamn, man.
I know, right?
Goddamn. I'm gonna say that. I've been trying to get a hold, trying to get online like the last couple of weeks or so. They've been doing a lot, but damn, man, these last two losses, man.
Terrible.
Like some just been like everybody want to point out Kyle Shanahan. And it's like the damn coach can't be bigger than the damn team. It's like, man, shit. It's like, man, like he's supposed to be this offensive guru and all this shit here. And I ain't seen no damn magic all season. I ain't seen no magic. I ain't seen nothing.
Well,
I ain't seen nothing. It's
that
like,
one
damn,
play yesterday,
you supposed to be able to.
You saw Deebo wide open. I don't know how in the world that happened, and somebody failed. Somebody said it was the fear of everybody ran up because they was worried that Trey was going to take off. But, I mean, if that's true, that's the worst defense I've ever seen. You couldn't see nobody around Def in any direction other than the fans up in the stands. I loved it.
The fact of the matter is, because this is Monday Night Raw and things like that. Like damn, it's like we're not playing complimentary football. And we can't win unless we play complimentary football. We not going nowhere. Like damn, the defense on the field, the offense, they not taking the advantage of the opportunities that's given to them. It's like damn, Kyle, come up with something. It's like we got like everybody across the league talk about how much talent we got on the team.
Right.
But when it comes time, game time, it's like where's the talent? The talent not being utilized. We up in there just running little elementary plays and getting our ass handed to us, losing the game at the end when we got it. It's like I don't understand. I play football. It's like right now we need some soul searching done to figure out who really want to play.
You just like you said, you just play football. Remember how the freshman team was doing one thing and the varsity was doing something else? I worry sometimes that Shanahan Deebo is ready for prime time. If you're worried about Ayuk, then play Sherfield for right now. We need to get these games won. I sometimes wonder, and everybody thinks he's dumbing it down for Jimmy. No, he's not. Jimmy knows that offense. What they're doing is doing what they think is going to work successfully. So, I worry sometimes some of the parts, you see that Aaron Banks, he can't even get on the field. Goldberg, he doesn't even put his uniform on. How big is his learning curve? We have got, and Brunskill is getting killed. There are things that are out there that I'm sympathizing with.
That don't all that even matter. It don't even matter. We supposed to have this offensive guru that's supposed to have this thick playbook.
Make it happen.
He's supposed to be able to He's supposed to be able to make it happen. At the end of the day, it's like at the end of the day and at the end of the season, ain't nobody gonna be talking about the excuses. In football, there's no excuses.
Ain't no crying.
It's win. You either win or you lose.
Yep.
You either win or you lose.
That's all people gonna say.
We done lost 2 games. We done lost 2 games to bad play calling, to bad decisions. I don't fault D'Amico Ryans. Hell, we play good, but it boils down to complimentary football. Like Kyle, come on. Like the defense is giving you the ball back. Get a play. Get a play. Win us the damn game.
And let that defense sit down for a while. But you know what's so funny? Because usually the 49ers, Kyle usually insists on clock domination too. We dominated the clock yesterday. That was the most flukiest losses. We dominated the clock, but we did them key screw-ups, Goldberg. I got Cannon giving the ball to him in the 20-yard line. What was it? Them PIs. I say, and Jimmy, that INT, it didn't score us any points, but at the same time, it killed momentum. Kill momentum, Jimmy. And Jimmy, if your leg is hurting, go tell coach my leg. He ain't gonna get mad at you. Sit down.
Something else. Folks were talking about Brandon Ayuk wasn't lining up correctly. He not knowing where to line up. And things like that. It's like we don't got people. We don't got players engaged. They don't know what's going on.
I'm blaming the coach.
Should have known. He should have just sat on the ball. Yeah,
Mike
we blame the coach.
Mike McDaniel.
We gotta bring Kyle Shanahan down to earth. Let him know he ain't bigger than the team. Like goddamn, you supposed to be the head coach. You supposed to be putting us in position to win the damn game. Like you got all these staff members and people running delegate.
Yes. Get mad. Be like Belichick. Nobody has to like you, but they need to respect you. Get it done. He's not that type. Kyle is that kind of guy. I think he enjoys the adoration, the love, all the brothers on the team. Kyle's hip hop, man. Look at his shoes, man. The boy named his child Lil Wayne. And all that stuff is okay, but we need to win football games.
Just like Big Show was saying earlier, like Kyle and John, they not exempt from being fired. I don't want to see them go. But hell, if we looking at track records and we looking at the analytics of things, we done had injuries and all this other crap that going on and things like that. But hey. You supposed to be able to put us in the best position to win. He all off season he talked about I'm gonna put us in the best position. I'm gonna put players in the best
position to win.
Gonna put us in the best position to win.
Goldberg.
Before they drafted Trey, all they were talking about was John was when he showed me tape on Kyle on Trey Lance, was like Kyle was drawing up plays.
And what happened to him, right?
And things like that.
Goldberg.
Yeah, where the plays at?
I know, right? Goldberg, we got to stop. I'll tell you what.
I know.
I'm gonna look for you Wednesday. I hope you got some time for us. All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get. I'm on this road now driving.
Oh, you all right? So, are you in a car? Or are you in a truck? Are you a truck driver?
Yeah, I'm a truck driver.
Oh, we got another truck driver. I can always give you the truck driver. I'm gonna give you all a name. Man, all of you guys are so much fun, man. I mean, you probably heard Big Win out here talking about I'm in my big truck trying to make big bucks.
Yeah, I done heard all of them.
B-Ham. Oh, man. All right, fam. And Tony out in Australia. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm going to look for you on Wednesday if you get a chance in, all right? If you're not too busy for us.
All right.
All right, go, baby.
Hey, Ronbo. Yeah. Good night. Say, Mount Empire, say your prayers, baby. Say your prayers. Say your prayers, goddamn. Golly.
Oh, God.
All right, Ronbo.
Night, fam. Yeah. Big shout out to Jay out there and his big rig. Well, you guys are cool to me. All right, SJ Sports Talk. Ronbo, you should be a stand-up comedian. You know, just call him as you see him, you know. Thanks, fam, for that contribution, too. Oh, forget about it. Here's the man right here. Niner Mike, get in here, man. I'll bet you anything Niner Mike is going to fire Kyle Shanahan as well. Niner Mike, get in here, man.
Forget about it, Ronbo. Forget about it. You can't speak for Niner Mike, Ronbo. Niner Mike ain't firing nobody.
All right. I'm surprised. All right.
Come on. You got to give me a little more credit than that, Ronbo.
Well, I didn't know if you're following the trend or not. People are running around Kyle's outside of his house with ropes and chains, you know?
I swear. People, that's just the nature, Ronbo. That's the nature of people nowadays. Nowadays, everyone, whenever there's something wrong, whenever there's a problem, the go-to is to blame somebody. You know what I mean? You got to point the finger. Somebody's at fault,
Blame designation.
And the reality is, look, the reality is this, Ronbo, and the last caller that was just on here, all right? You said, you acknowledge that we've been injured. We haven't just been friggin' injured. We've been the top 3 injured teams in the last 5 years, and we've been the most injured team in the last 2 years. All right, we're not just talking about we're getting injuries. No, we're losing guys by the friggin' bundles. And then on top of that, you got the guys that are out there. All right. There's a reason why George Kittle was going off at the beginning of the game, and then he got quiet when he got bent back like freaking Gumby, And it wasn't because I thought he was done, Ronbo. I thought that was an ACL automatically,
like a chair. Oh God.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that he got up like he did. To be totally honest with you, but the point is that we got guys that are completely coming out of the game, completely coming off the field, all right? And then we got guys like Kittle who are in there, and I could see on a couple of the replays when he's out there running his routes, he's just, he's out there, but he's not Kittle. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that same impact. He's not running routes like he normally runs routes. He can't even really block, like he normally blocks. He's not 100%. And so the reality is you could only do so much with that. Now, look, Kyle Shanahan, he's definitely made some mistakes. I'm not going to sit here and act like, he's been just perfect and everything. No, I'm not going to say that because there's been some friggin' mistakes already. I would have thought that after the Super Bowl and after a couple of other games that we've been through, that he would have been over with this little bitch-made, bullshit of not wanting to go for it on 4th and 1 in the middle of the field and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you, Ronbo, but I've noticed more teams go for it on 4th down in the last, year or two than I've ever can remember watching football my whole time growing up, Ronbo.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like, this is the new game. You got guys out there that are making almost $1 million a week to play football, all right? So use them. You know what I mean? Like, draw up plays. You do what you got to do, and use them. And I don't know, and I don't understand why people like to think that, he's the one calling the plays, so he's the one that. Listen, sometimes plays just don't friggin' work. Sometimes plays just don't friggin' work. We've all watched Kyle Shanahan, draw up an end around the Deebo Samuel 1,000 times in the last 2 years. And the majority of those times, that play works. It just does. It works. And not only does it work, but it works very well. He gains a lot of yards. Normally it results at least in 10 yards or more for a first down. So, you can't get mad when something doesn't friggin' work one time. You know what I mean? Yeah, it sucked. It was horrible. It was bullshit. It pissed everyone off. But at the end of the day, that's the way it goes sometimes. Now, as for Jimmy G and everything else, it is what it is, Ronbo. I'm over it. All right, I'm over the injury. I feel bad for him. All right. feel bad for him. I'm not gonna act like I don't got a heart. All right, I feel bad for the friggin' guy. But Jimmy Frigilio, all right, is
I have to laugh at that. I like that one.
It. And you have to, Ronbo. It's it. He's fragile in a box. That's it. That's all there is to it. And you know, I would like to see Trey Lance get more of a play at it. You know what I mean? I really think he's going to be special, Ronbo. I really do. And you know what else I can't wait for? I can't wait to give exactly. And I can't wait for these friggin' pricks to get a taste of their own medicine. These friggin' desert birds and these sea scumbags. Yeah. I can't wait for them to get it. We've been chasing friggin' Russell Wilsons and these little friggin' pricks.
And I don't want to see Lamar Jackson ever again. Yeah.
I'm over it. I can't wait for them to have to friggin' deal with Trey Lance, because I gotta tell you, the few plays he was in there, he was nervous as shit, Ronbo. You could tell the poor kid. He was nervous when he was in there.
He was surprised.
But he was dynamite, Ronbo. He was dynamite in a friggin' bottle. And when he started scrambling around, it wasn't a friggin' seat scum defensive lineman within a mile of the kid. He had some quick moves. He was slick, smooth, just like Jackson, but he had the quickness of Murray. I mean, I just can't friggin' wait for that. It's gonna come when it comes.
And that's Mike. That's why Kyle's working so hard to get him to be a passer too, because we know he can bolt. That dude can run, and I mean it's natural for him too. If he could just develop pocket skills, he could actually be on the same level with Russell Wilson, and maybe better than Kyler Murray because he's bigger. Kyler's running for his life out there because he can't see. He can't see. Neither Mike. When he takes off, I guarantee you he doesn't see what's going on downfield. All he knows is these giant guys coming after me, and he takes off like a bullet. Oh.
Hey Ronbo, I say that to myself a lot of guys. I don't know how that little freaking guy sees overall being offensive line. I really don't know. I swear to God, the poor kid. You almost think he has to jump up just to throw the ball every time.
And when he can't see, Mike, I guarantee you he's taken off. Watch and see what he does. And he's got some of the best moves next to Lamar Jackson I've ever seen. I mean, some of the moves, drops his shoulder left and he switches right. And look at that. My God, he's quick.
Absolutely, but I'm going to say this though: our boys got the real moves, Ronbo, and I'm really not being biased. I'm really not. That one play where he freaking just moved laterally side to side in the pocket and then stepped up, I mean, that kid. He's gonna be something special. He's gonna be really, really good, and I can't wait. It's gonna be that. But all right, Ronbo, I'm gonna let you go, man.
All right.
Hey, look, you have yourself a good evening. Shout out to you as always. Appreciate you.
Thanks,
appreciate the faithful out there. Hey, look, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Hopefully, we stop dropping like flies on Sundays, and maybe we'll have a better shot. You know what I mean, Ronbo?
So true.
And that's it. All right.
All right, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
Talk to you later,
about
Mike.
it. You have a good night. All right.
You too, fam.
All right.
There it goes. And Mike. All right, let's go over quickly to Gene. Or should I say, I always wondered, is that Gene or John? Did I say last time I went through this? I haven't talked to this person in a long time. Hello again.
Hello.
Oh, no, it is. That last time we went through this, because I know, is it Gene or John?
Gene.
It is Gene. Okay. Gene, we've not heard from you in a long time. Gene, we're talking about it tonight, Gene. What is your feeling about the current state of our frazzled team? And Gene, as you notice, Kyle Shanahan's getting fired by a lot of people. Are you firing Kyle Shanahan as well?
Yes.
He didn't hesitate. Jane, why would you fire Mrs. Shanahan's son like that? I don't understand. What was your feeling?
Nah, I'm gonna have to switch.
Switch
I
back?
don't like that. I don't like what I said. I mean, he's good,
you're not gonna...
but like we need someone fired up, maybe to be coach.
You think he's not enthusiastic enough?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's a little disturbed and bothered by the fact that we're going out there laying an egg. The game against the Eagles and also the Lions, I can't remember what Kyle's attitude was on the sideline. But I'm thinking that they're just thinking, Kyle's thinking, okay.
Frustrated.
Trey Lance is out. Jimmy's not coming back. Robbie Gould is not going to play today. Is there anybody else? I mean, Kyle's probably like every week he has to hear about who he doesn't have. Dre Greenlaw's not going to play. Okay, we'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't really watching the game because I flew out to Buffalo for my cousin's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Buffalo.
Yeah.
And we watched the game because that's his favorite team.
Hey,
so I wasn't really watching the game.
Go ahead.
And what I really noticed, every football game I go to, it's always a blowout. So
they shut him out. I think they didn't let him have 1 point, right?
Yeah.
Was that a something 0? Whoa.
Yeah, it was 40-0.
Oh, how do you get over that kind of a beating? Now, there's a coach that's got problems. Ooh, gosh. That must have been kind of boring, huh?
Yeah. It's every time with me in games.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm flying out to Santa Clara.
Yeah.
I don't know when, but I'm going.
Gene, are you always in this mood? I mean, you're sort of sounding subdued and kind of laid back. And is everything okay? Other than the 49ers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How old are you? How old are you?
Oh, 11.
There, Gene, you have a right to be this. You don't get to laugh and joke until at least junior high school. You'll be okay. Gene, listen, when you do fly out, you should have fun. You know what I'd love to do, Gene? When you do fly out here, bring your phone and your headset. I'd love to call you in the middle of a game and see if you're excited or not. I have a feeling it takes a lot to get you all worked up. Such a happy guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, Gene, I'm going to go. If you got time Wednesday, we'll be here waiting for you, okay?
All right.
All right, Gene. Have a great night. Cheer up. It's going to be great.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. See, because when I contrast, at 11 years old, I was a complete nutcase. And I know what you're saying. That hasn't changed. But the fact of the matter is, at 11 years old, everything should be fun and exciting. Everything you do should be fun and exciting, except homework, which I always complained about. Tony's imagine 22 personnel, Kittle and Juice at T.E., Sermon and Mitchell at running back, Deebo at W.R., Lance in the shotgun. Gonna be insane. Tony, I just hope, Kyle, they work on this. I get the feeling that there's some kind of a union shop steward standing around the field. All right, guys, let's bring it in. That's enough for today. Because it seems like sometimes I wonder if they complete everything they're supposed to do during the course of the week. Because they take Monday off, and Tuesday I guess they come in and get some work done. They install the game plan on Wednesday, which to me sounds a little late, but that's what they do. And Thursday and Friday walkthroughs, take Saturday off, and get ready for Sunday. So I'm a little concerned at what's going on, because sometimes they look like, did somebody not read page 22? All right, Tony, thanks, Phil. And Tony, is it Ozzy? Is it Ozzy, Tony? Tony. Tony. Whoa, Tony.
Hello.
Wait, hello?
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Tony.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Come on in.
Okay, good. Right, a first-time caller, man.
I know. I was just saying, you're not the Tony I know. Glad to meet you, Tony. We got a lot of Tonys.
Right on. I know, that's what I was checking out. But at any rate, I want to stick to the topic here, the Seahawks. Who is this defensive coordinator? Because we can't always blame Kyle for everything. Even though I kind of think that Kyle is figured out, I sit at the games all the time as a season ticket holder, and I can sit there and I can literally figure out what the next play going to be. You sit there, you throw a running play, and then the next thing you know, you throw a miss ball, a miss throw.
Yeah.
And there we go, 3 and out. I mean, the last 2 games we played, the first 3 and outs we had were, 4 or 5 3 and outs?
At least. I mean, yesterday, at
That's
least.
crazy.
Huh.
And then this defensive coordinator, Ryan, I mean,
D'Amico.
look what happened with D'Amico. There you go. What happened with Green Bay? 37 seconds. He couldn't hold off to that. That was crazy.
I'm still sore about
that
that,
too. The whole thing was just crazy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. But, as far as Kyle's concerned, I think he needs to mix up that playbook a little more. I think he needs to start changing his plays a little more because I think everyone got him figured out. That's why we're getting banged up left and right.
Tony,
I mean, what do you think?
In fact, I'd like to ask you, at some point, I worry, do you think Kyle may be getting frustrated, maybe a little bored with he's not really, that play that he did with Jacques Patrick, the big new running back we had, that little fade, Jacques backs out and he throws the ball back to Jimmy. He threw it a little high, but that was something I didn't expect from Kyle. But those are rare. He stays pretty fundamental within his offense. And when I say fundamental, I mean fundamental for his offense. It's not vanilla. But he seems to do things that are, like you're saying, easy to anticipate.
Exactly. Yeah, I think so. I mean, when you really come back and think about it, because everyone's being hard on Jimmy, and Jimmy's problem is he always gets hurt for some reason. And I really do agree with you. I don't think he got hurt. I was sitting there, and I didn't see nothing happen to him.
I didn't either.
I think he just wanted to get out of there. That's my deal. But you know what? When you really think about Jimmy, and when he came in, those first 5 games, he was not being coached because he did not know any playbook. He was being Jimmy. And look how he rocked. I really believe that Kyle destroyed Jimmy, because he's not letting him to do what he needs to do.
Tony, you and me are on the same
That's
book.
My opinion.
You know what, Tony? I said 2017, Jimmy, like you're saying, he was rocking. He was at full energy. He was out there running that offense, talking to people. Jimmy's a statue. BS. Jimmy was all over the field in 2017. And then, time to learn the playbook, Jimmy. And what did everybody say? 2018, Jimmy's struggling to learn the playbook like every quarterback's going to do. And Tony, guess who else is going to struggle to learn the playbook? Whatever Kyle's teaching him, we got to go through this with Trey. And we got 2 years to go through it. That's what bothers me now. So then I said, somebody said, he regressed. Oh, he's not regressing. He's trying to figure out what the hell Kyle's talking about and what he's doing. And so that's been the story, right? And then he gets hurt, which stunts his growth. He can't learn while he's sitting down, although they tried to teach him, I guess. 2019, he comes back, and the 49ers he was a part of, but I'm not going to be, people hate it when you say, Jimmy G led the 49ers to the Super Bowl. No, he was a part of that drive, but he learned a lot of things that year because he stayed there the whole year. And then you know what happened in 2020. Fast forward, here we are, 2021. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Leg goes out, Tony. Oh, my God. If his leg didn't go out and he bailed on it because he didn't feel like playing, I'm going to be even more angry if I find that out. But I support this guy like nobody else. Like I said, between Jimmy's mom and me, he has no bigger supporters because I like the way he plays. I love his style, but he's got to stay on the field.
Check this out. You know what's going to happen? Jimmy G's going to move on. They're going to trade him off to somewhere else.
Yep.
He's going to I don't like cursing, man, but he's going to kick ass at the other team that he's going to go. We're going to be saying, oh, my God, why we let him go?
I know.
And, Trey, I mean, I see a lot of potential in Trey, but Trey has not played enough football to deal. I mean, these are not college kids he's playing with, man. These are full-grown men,
Not Division II
He's going to get slammed hard.
I'm scared.
And he's doing good, but, I mean, don't get me wrong.
But this is not – he's got to develop. He's got to have time. That's why Kyle wasn't putting him out there before he had to. And everybody's mad at Kyle because you should have started from week 1. Jesus Christ. No, he's not ready. Give him some time to learn something. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
And what's going to happen? He's just going to get injured. He's going to get injured. And you're right. Why in the hell, when every time they put Trey in, it's a stupid little old running play. Everybody knows it's going to happen. I mean,
in fact,
he's gotten away with a couple, and it's just like, Kyle, what the hell are you doing?
And they haven't hit him yet. He hasn't taken one good NFL hit yet, which I'm glad. Well, he's been sacked, but that wasn't like a hit, Because if he comes running through there one time and gets one of them serious hits from like the Watts brothers or Joey Bosa type hits, oh my God. I don't know. He's a tough kid, though, But I always get a kick. Jimmy G brings the team all the way down the field, and then Kyle calls Trey in. I always laugh. Kyle, you could have called Trey in a little earlier. I guess I see what you're doing. You want to get Trey anointed to the NFL. Well, that's pretty funny. I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, well, we still got the whole year to go, and
lots of games.
Jimmy will stay healthy all the way through.
Oh.
And, a lot of people are hating on Jimmy. I still got his jersey, and all
Same
I
here.
know is I've been with these 49ers for a long time. This first time on your show, so I appreciate that. But, I'll tell you what, we've been winning a lot, man. I mean, to me, it's not like a Kaepernick situation where he came in and kicked butt, and all of a sudden he just fell off the pitcher, got all into whatever he got into. And I think, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I think we'll do great this year if Jimmy just stays healthy. And that O-line, man, they need to do something about the O-line, man.
I know. I'm a little
Jimmy's
worried.
just never protected.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about Alex Mack. Alex looks like he might be a little tired out there, or he's preserving himself, trying to avoid injury or something. But he lets guys go on that run sometimes. We're getting mad at Trey Sermon. I seen Sermon get set up to be skewered on that slow motion play. Grant Cohn diagrammed the other day, not diagram, but slowed down the film on the other day. Ooh, Alex, you and Brunskill, we got to separate you guys, man. Oh my God.
Oh, Brunskill. I've never really liked Brunskill, but he's getting ripped out there.
He used to be better, Tony.
Jesus.
He used to look better than that last year. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. People keep talking about, well, these ain't the 2000. You know what? The 2019 is over. We're in 2021. We need to move forward.
Yes.
And it is what it is. All right, then. Well, you know what?
Tony.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you. Great to meet you, too.
You're
Don't be
welcome.
a stranger. I'll be back Wednesday if you got time. You got something you want to say? All right?
All right. I'll hang out. We'll talk some more. We'll have some more info then and see what's going on.
Yes.
All right.
We're going to find out from
take
Kyle's
care,
press
man. Have a
conference.
good evening.
Well, you too. Thanks, Tony.
All right.
Night.
Take care. Bye.
Oh, God. Man. Well, I see. Bob Money explains Joe Brady was LSU's OC, and now he's the current OC for the Panthers. And the Panthers look like day and night difference. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, fam, I've worked up an appetite in here cutting up and actually. I just want to yell. And Gene, cheer up. We're going to leave now. 11 years old, he sounds like he's so depressed. Fam, have a great night. Thanks for the contributions, guys. I'm going to see you, if there's any ladies involved. Thanks for the contribution, guys, and I can't wait to see you Wednesday, and we'll hear what Kyle has to say about what's going forward. Maybe some more good news. Mainly Trey Lance is going to, Trent Williams is not going to have to lay up for any length of time. We're going to need him really badly this week. I suspect Trey's going to start. There's no point in forcing Jimmy out there with a bad leg. Trey is not that kind of bad that we got to worry about that. Let him put Jimmy on the sideline for emergency in case Trey gets hurt or something. But otherwise, go ahead and let Trey have it. Run that ball. Scare the bejesus out of him like they do to us every time Bullet Murray gets the ball. I'll see up here. Wait a see another contribution here. Space says, here's $5. Use it to buy a new quarterback. As they do in Italy, thanks for that, though. Fam, have a great night. Night.